honest opinion is shit. If you can't be civil, then don't waste your breath, cause we're not even listening to it. You proselytize and demonize about opinions you hold so dear. Must be nice to be up on that high horse, but we're not fucking caring down here. You're not speaking your mind, you're being an asshole. You're not dishing out truth, you're being a dick. You might have a valid point or two, but when you say it like that, we don't listen to you. Learn to be a fucking adult, and maybe one of us just might give a shit. You're entitled to your opinion, something I won't deny. But screaming at me's not communication, we're hoping that you just go die. You can hide behind just saying, but your words will be ignored. I'll be happy to be your straw man, but we're not your sounding board. You're not speaking your mind, you're being an asshole. You're not dishing out truth, you're being a dick. You might have a valid point or two, but when you say it like that, we don't listen to you. Learn to be a fucking adult.
Come on, boys, tell me how you really feel.
You're not speaking your mind, you're being an asshole. You're not dishing out truth, you're being a dick. You might have a valid point or two, but when you say it like that, we don't listen to you. Learn to be a fucking adult, and maybe one of us just might give a shit.
Hi there, Carlito's back. I don't have a good gray sport coat anymore, so I went with black. I mean, I found exactly like the right color shirt, but oh well. Maybe I'll have to change my character. Obviously, I don't have a white pumpkin for a head, so, you know. I could stand to be a little bit more accurate. I could put on gloves. I don't think that's going to help. But I didn't realize there was nice background music. I have a white strawberry for a head. Also, lurk. Okay. Thank you, Doris. Appreciate you. But yeah, let's hop right back into it, because this is going to take a minute, and I'd actually like to try and finish today. I don't know if that's possible. I got something from Mortimer waiting for me. I got a couple of things waiting from Mortimer. That doesn't seem right. Let's see if we can't change it real quick. Alright. I don't see what it was yet. Yeah, I don't see what the thing was. So, we'll go with this for right now. I did at least put my hair back in a ponytail. That's uncomfortable. Alright, day... what did we say it was? 12? We're about to go into the weekend? Okay. In the news. Body of teacher found in a ravine after they went out to search for the existence of extraterrestrial life. Young cook discovers new healthy way of preparing food. Doctor's amazed. Student protest gets out of hand. Severe property damage racking up. Fuck yeah. Politicians attempting to introduce bill that bans small gatherings and protests. Get fucked. Mysterious kettle elder goes missing during latest tour of the city. Okay, okay. Mic check, by the way. Alright, yeah, we're fine. And normal rains pelt nearby county as meteorologists warn of potential oncoming storms. Okay. Grave robber found dead with a bite mark on their neck. Spooky. Team of ragtag oil drillers sent to outer space to counter imminent asteroid impact threat. Ha. Are we seeing the start of an apocalypse, or is it just climate change? Can I look through Cocker? Can I do other things on my phone? No. Alright, duh rules. Holy shit, these are getting nasty. Lucky day. Or is it? Ah, the unjustly denigrated unlucky number 13. I fail to see the relevance of this kind of numerology. It is but a day like all the other days. Well, see, that at least sounds like fate. Quota for the day. A total of 3 humans have to die. We have 7. Humans in the field of religion have to die. Spare any humans with an artistic background. Enjoy your pleasant workday, Fate. Thanks. Artists have to make it. Religiosities have to die. Oral Vanport is a 23-year-old server. Oral is barely hanging on while their already high living expenses keep rising. They're certain they can do great things with their arts degree when they get around to finishing it. In their scarce free time, they do organic origami. I've already forgotten. Artists get saved, right? Okay. Misclick, sorry. And you know, I could change the music, but I like it. Bruno Billis is a 43-year-old drill master. Bruno is an infamously gruff drilling expert who has been working on a deep-sea oil rigs for countless years. They have a tense relationship with their offspring, yet have lately been attempting to reconnect and make things work. I'm going to kill Bruno if I have my chance. Automotive engineer Umberto Primo is 38. Umberto doesn't really have much to do these days at the manufacturing plant, as automation has made car building much faster and more efficient. Mostly they look at computer screens checking for errors. At home they love tinkering with their old 77 Dio Pulsar. Aww. I like Umberto. I'm going to try and save him. You know what? Being a mechanic is a form of art. Alexandra O'Malley is a 44-year-old mechanical engineer. Alexandra recently made a big career change, shifting from baking pizzas at a local Paclucci's to robotics engineering. Their dream is to make a waffle-destroying robot. Alexandra is definitely afraid of waffles. Okay. Naira Naravili is a cultist. And 24, Naira is a loyal member of a group who are devoted to a forest spirit, believing both the spirit and the tree are from the future. As the mighty stout oak seems to be a lot older than the rest of the forest, Naira enjoys nature but isn't that keen on the ritual branch whipping, which seems to be important to their leader. I mean, if she were like on a dating site, I'd be like, yeah, probably. Let's try it. Orisa is a 55-year-old esoteric self-help mentor. After years of struggling to pay their debts by selling nostalgia-laden merchandise of a vaguely self-help nature, Orisa finally found a brand new avenue into helping people for money, dyed rocks, and magic-infused minerals. It's the air quotes that piss me off, like she doesn't believe it. And Masihige Onelanzo is a 66-year-old engineer-musician. Still a part-time scholar, part-time engineer, and part-time musician who delights in building their own musical instruments out of scraps and spare parts. Uh-huh. Haven't I seen this before? Yeah. Yeah, we have. But artists get to live, right? Yeah. Alright, looks like I have some deciding to do for once. Bruno gets to fucking die. Die pile, live pile. How many deaths? 3. Alright, one more person needs to go. And it's between Alexandra, the mechanical engineer who hates waffles, Orisa, who has been selling weird wellness things, and Umberto. Umberto gets to live. He is awesome. So it's really between Orisa. Okay, Orisa dies. Also, you could call that religion, I guess. She is sullying minerals. My man. And that means Alexandra gets to live. And honestly, isn't destroying waffles art? Well, today was easy comparatively. Let's see if Boss Kitty agrees. The Cerberus Den. I need to get paid first. Boss Kitty. The cat lounges on the table, brushing her ear with her paw. Way the fuck back there. Without even glancing at the documents, she purrs softly, content at your accuracy and competence. Aw. I hope my gift is doing well. How long do I have to report to you? I just really, really hate this job. Good talk. I gotta get back to work. How long do I have to report to you? The cat tiptoes around in her spot, ignoring your question. Meow, she notes, then curls into a ball, indicating it is time for you to leave. Today was really a filler day. Dang, I missed stuff. The cat is in charge now? The cat is sitting in while Fate is off taking care of an emergency. I tried calling him at one point, but his phone doesn't work great. Let's go to the Cerberus Den. Ooh, new people to talk to. I mean, you're who I really want to talk to, but...
Accentuate the morphological field. Or some reclassification of the framing stratum. Ah, I should have known. Scaffolding of the antediluvian complex. Oh, maybe. Meta-resonance trigger.
There we go. It's you! I've seen you wobble around in the cellar, somehow, through the floor.
An amazing feat, young spawnling. Oh, yes, that is I down in the depths. I am the prime curator of the Abysmal Archive, the archive of all existence.
So you seem ethereal, but your hands don't. I don't get what's going on
Or
there.
the bits I've managed to catalog thus far. Did you know there is a lot of existence?
I figured as much. I did not. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm not going to destroy it. I figured as much.
More than you are able to conceive.
Also figured.
But never mind all that. I shouldn't disturb you with ancient accounts. As you're talking to one of the archive, I suppose you have numerous questions. Worldly questions.
Here's all the deep philosophical questions we're
I'm
talking
happy
about.
to oblige. What is it you wish to learn?
I got a red profile with a message. Did you send it?
Definitely not. I wouldn't dare to interfere with the fine-tuned pipeline of profile selection.
Good.
This is a most dire breach of conduct. I hope there wasn't anything inappropriate on the file.
It urged me to wanton destruction, my favorite kind. Nah, it was all good. Nothing suspicious whatsoever. Yeah, it asked me to break the rules.
Most terrible. I hope you dealt with the matter accordingly.
Ah, kind of.
We must be vigilant for these lapses in judgment. A data monger, a reaper, someone grows disillusioned with the structure before them and develops a heart of rebellion.
Maybe they're thinking outside the box, and that's bad. Isn't it useful to act according to what your heart tells you? Gotcha, that's all I need. Outside the box.
Friend, the box is there for a reason. Mere spawns should not defy highest management, for they know what they're doing. We are a complex clockwork whole.
I'd say more like
If
it's
one
more like
falls
we
out
don't
of
know what
line,
we're
the
doing, as
whole
opposed
begins
to
to
upper
suffer.
management knowing what they're
The
doing.
system lags, becomes less efficient, and less accurate. This can lead to a grievous cataclysm.
I've been at this job for
the
2
world
fucking weeks.
Depends on our cohesion.
What's going on in the archive?
Much could be told. Alas, you're not of the correct conviction to learn it all. Suffice to say, the archive holds and protects matters concerning the entire cosmos.
What do you mean by correct conviction?
Young Spawn, your mind is pierced by disorder and volatility.
Did you ask Star about cosplaying the barkeep? She was like, ooh, initially, and I was like, and a good
Burn
cosplay. And
with
she's like,
resentment,
yeah,
often
yeah, it would be.
lashing out and dream of a symphony of destruction. Seek out a more balanced ethos, and you may get to peek deeper into the Abysmal Archive.
How big is the archive, anyway?
Immeasurable these days. What little you see down in the cellar is but a tiny corner.
What is it you do in the archive?
There's a lot to do. I gather, protect, and curate. It must be kept in order to guarantee optimal research conditions.
Good.
You see, many archives are also research centers. Others come to examine our files, trying to find interesting new topics. Or they rediscover old themes and ideas. Tons of fun, you know? We also provide population data for the calculatorium. Mm-hmm. Any other questions?
Tell me the history of the office, not a question. How does the office function?
Efficiently, as far as I can tell.
I mean, how many floors does this place have?
Can I recall the number? I haven't counted for so long. Seems to me it gets bigger all the time. But not all can see all the floors, yes? Floor visibility is restricted by necessity.
I can't see all the
Do
floors.
you have Theta 6-AAA cerulean clearance? I doubt it.
How many departments are there?
How many entities are there? All across the cosmos. I reckon there are as many as must be.
Does anything else interesting happen in the office?
What would you deem more interesting than managing the intricacies of life and death, eh?
Although, wild things happen over at accounting. Beyond belief. When it comes to filing tax forms, you can't even imagine what they get up to.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions?
Tell me the history of the office.
Ah, our most venerable tower of drudgery, where all fortunes get decided.
How old is this place?
This place in particular,
Hundreds of years.
you think that's not very long, don't you? Yeah, well, we had to relocate. The original place got too cramped due to growing activity.
Who? Sorry, that laugh. Who built the new office?
Fate had it commissioned. Found a couple of talented young architects who had just started a new bureau. I think it was called Langenfried. Took some effort to find the perfect spot in Cosmopolis, but the construction went smoothly.
Who was the first Reaper?
Spawn number 1. They're not around anymore, though. Meticulous at first, but grew rather erratic over time, so fate had to fire them.
And we still make Mies?
Straight into the sun! Blam!
Mm-hmm. Any other questions?
Nope, I don't want to know anything
I
else.
hope you enjoyed our talk. I must return to the archive. I hear it beckon.
You sure you don't want to drink? Alright, how about you? Shit, what's your name from Undertale?
Yes?
I'm Spawn77. What's your name? Hello, how's it going? You look distressed. What's up?
Oh, many things. All bad. Why? Do you know something?
Okay, lurking for real. See ya. Thanks, Thoros. You seem to have problems, and me, I'm all about solutions.
I do. Well, I guess I've got a lot on my mind.
Explain your intense emanating sadness.
Do you know about the butterfly effect?
I'm scared of butterflies, so I'll be leaving now. Maybe, but remind me.
It's like that effect. When a butterfly flaps its wings, and then
Papyrus,
a
that's it.
tornado destroys a city and demolishes everyone and everything in it.
That doesn't sound right.
Believe me, it is. I read it in a book. Well, what if I'm that butterfly? Eh? Haphazardly fluttering around and then millions of souls perish in anguish.
Weird way of phrasing things, but sure. Oh no, what if I'm also that butterfly? I really don't think that's how it works. A weird way of phrasing things, but sure.
I don't want that on my conscience. I can't handle it. And that's the least of my problems. Last week someone put my stapler in a large jar of strawberry jelly.
You know, I was gonna comment on the quality of the voice acting, but that line was so good. Wait, so the stapler thing is more awful than Millions in Anguish? That's outrageous. How did you get it out? Kind of me. It's pretty funny though. How did you get it out?
Well, I've had it. I tried to eat the stapler to freedom. Oh, that went as badly as you can imagine. I chipped a tooth. Some of my bones still stick together.
Excellent.
And that's still not all of it. Last month I had to work in the dog department.
Oh, that would ruin my day.
But I love dogs.
There's a dog. It's sad, but no, not the dogs. I can't handle all the sadness. I'm out.
I know, right? And the people in the dog department, the absolute bad apples. I was scared for the afterlife. I was. But you know,
This is excellent.
before that, Someone filled my room with balloons.
That doesn't sound so bad. Someone really has it out for you. Hang on, is someone just picking on you? I thought I cared about your problems, but I really don't. Bye. Hang on, is someone just picking on you? Yes.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Well, now I believe it.
I have an inkling it's the one they call Lance Thrasher.
What a name. There are people in here calling someone Lance Thresher. Dang, that's a cool as heck name. I'm gonna go with the middle one.
Yes, and people keep telling me how great Lance Thrasher is.
Trying to think what that could be a misinterpretation of.
How fun they are to hang out with, how awesome they are, how amazing. How they tell the best jokes and get into the craziest shenanigans.
They sound like a hoot and a half. They immediately sound exhausting. Yeah, that's Lance Thrasher for you. I think I've lost interest. That immediately sounds exhausting.
Yes, right? I don't get it either. So, I thought I had to let them know. I walked straight over to Lance and I told them that I don't find them riveting and I don't particularly care about their lame jokes.
Lance Thrasher must have been devastated. You don't hold back, do you? Then what happened? That's not much of a tell-off, but okay. Then what
But
happened?
then Lance just said, keep it real, and then went on to do a handstand on their desk. Everyone in the office started chanting their name. Lance, 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 Lance.
And then they put your stapler in a jar of strawberry jelly, continually chanting Lance. What a legend. What an absolute tool.
And all those other things.
Why do you think it's them? That's intense. I totally feel better about my problems now. Great story. Thanks. I'll be going now. Why do you think it's
The
them?
culprit keeps writing Thrasher was here on everything. With a marker.
Pretty good indicator.
So, problem solver, what do you think? What should I do?
You should just kill Lance. You should get back at Lance, make them leave you alone. Sorry, but you yourself seem to be the source of all your problems. Dang, the whole universe seems to be against you. Somewhere between these two. Because, you know that kind of person. They're like, oh, everything's so terrible. This guy's voice, you know that. Yeah, there we go. Just actual advice.
You're right. See, I'm already ahead of you. I've been working on this epic prank.
All right.
Hurricane Cascade. I am going to completely wrap all of Lance Thrasher's belongings in tinfoil and tape.
Okay.
And when they go to the kitchen to get some scissors, bam! A cupboard full of tennis balls. Crushed.
All right, as long as this doesn't hit
Yeah.
anybody else.
Oh, I'm feeling inspired now. Thank you, friend. I need to go and get this set up.
All right, that was a fucking trip. Hi. Hi.
Why, hello again. The den is always glad to see a returning customer.
Hi.
2 weeks down and you're still kicking. Well done.
Hi.
Say, see, I've been thinking, and I was hoping you'd explain it to me, the process. I mean,
Well,
how do you make the choices?
oh, that
How
process.
do you really decide
Okay.
who gets to live and who doesn't?
Maximizing death. Death for all. Chrome! Oh, no, you're good. Glad to see you. I carefully compare all data with the requirements, gut feeling. Whoever looks suspicious, flipping a coin, let chance decide. I don't really care, I pick whoever. Carefully compare all the data with the requirements.
Your dedication and diligence are noteworthy. Must take you a long time, though.
Yes, but it's worth it to avoid mistake. Not that long, I'm very good at it. The rules are clear, the files are clear, match one to the other. I'm not going to give myself the compliment.
Simple as that, eh? Okay, then another question I've been pondering about the process.
Okay.
Do you think about the people after you've made the decision? Or do you forget all about them after it's done?
They haunt my dreams at night. Yeah, I can't stop thinking about the consequences. It's all abstract data to me by now. I remember, but what's done is done. There you go. Don't care.
Doesn't all of it make you
This is the most
anxious?
different game I've ever seen. This one's really odd, but it's been fun.
Sure makes me, and I ain't even the one choosing. Yeah, I don't think I could handle the pressure. Gazing upon the decision tree. How branches out across infinity. Across space and time.
Barkeep, come back to
Anyway,
me.
This has been enlightening. Thanks for the answers. Anything I can get you?
What's the deal with Lady Poddington?
Fate's cat? She's an adorable furball, ain't she? Always skulking around in search of mischief. She sneaks down here, too, so I feed her a few morsels.
Yeah, she's ultra cute! Can you get drunk? No, but you do drink drinks, which I'm looking forward to after I'm done talking. I want to pet the cat. I don't trust that cat. I want to pet the cat.
The fur's like perfect velvet, you know. It's nice she keeps Fate company. Fate's archaic. Although Aeons might not be good for the, you know, mentality. What else you got in mind?
I keep hearing
That's
voices.
so. Well, most of us hear voices a lot of the time.
No, there's a voice in the mirror.
Ah. Wait, so you got a mirror that reflects back your own voice?
No, it's some other voice. I don't think the voice is how I sound
Hey,
like.
it's fine to talk to yourself. I'm sure it's rough at the office. Vocalizing's gotta help process the thoughts and feelings, Or maybe it's your conscience trying
See,
to
I already
kick
made
through
that
the
joke. It's the
barrier.
conscience. But my conscience
Becoming a
sounds
Reaper
weirdly
ain't
sexy,
easy,
so.
So you haven't fully internalized the struggle? You're not happy with your work? Or you sense something's off? What do I know? I'm just a barkeep.
So it made you stream
So
so
that makes
early.
me only
I'm just,
half
I got lots of
therapist.
stuff I gotta do, so I'm knocking this out as quick as I can. That, and supposedly I'll be able to finish this game by day 28. So, I'm hoping I can finish it today, but man, this has been a long day. Someone contacted me using a profile.
What did this mysterious entity want?
They wanted me to follow a weird order. It's a secret. Asked me to mark everyone to death, for one.
And you following? Or what?
Yeah, I want to see where this leads. Not telling could be dangerous. No, I'm more of a rebel. I don't follow orders. Not telling could be dangerous.
You're already dead, ain't you? What's the worst that could happen? Elsewise, truth be told, I'm of little help. I don't know what goes around in the office. I just own the den.
Yeah, but like, everybody tells you this
What
shit.
else you got in mind?
Tell me about the
The
archivist.
prime curator of the archive, you mean? They work down in the cellar, below Mortimer. I haven't met anyone so enamored with structure and organizations before, but I guess it comes with the territory. People often feel they're a bit difficult to interact with, given that they can get distracted by the catalog of unfathomable paradigms in their head. All I gotta say is, they're pretty fun. What else you got in mind?
I'd like a drink.
Sure, what's your poison?
What have I not had yet? Okay, I've definitely had the Heat Death of the Universe Iced Coffee. I think I've had the Corpse Reviver. I'm gonna go with the usual.
One Armageddon punch for the gruesome Reaper.
Gwabash, wave your drink at the archivist. The Apocalypse Punch tastes as before, of exploding suns, decaying civilizations, and ignited singularities. It feels a bit less special this time around, although it's still delectable. Alright, I've got my drunk. I really don't like her voice, and I don't know why. I quite like it. It doesn't match the character, I'll admit that, but I like
Au
it.
revoir, Lil Reaper.
Bye. I'll be back tomorrow for another drink. Why are all the drinks misery themed? Oh, because I'm a Grim Reaper. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't get anything new. Oh, yep. Alright, anything else I can do before I head to work? Very rare. Fate's back! Alright. Day 13, I want to say? A letter. Morning, Grim. I expect you in my office for your performance review after you're done today. Do not worry about that right now, though. Focus on the task at hand. Quota for the day, 6 humans have to die. I only have 9? Okay. Anyone related to the transportation industry has to die. Choose humans on the left side of the profile bundle to die. Oh, okay. That's gonna be hard. Anyway, news. Abandoned mineshaft collapses. Unidentified body found within the debris. Strange ritualistic forest murders have stumped the police. Okay. Team of astronauts sent to detonate asteroid threat valiantly give lives to complete mission. Astrophysicist Union pays tribute to fallen working class heroes. Check out those awesome personal jetpacks. Alright, news was fun today. 6 humans has to die. Anyone related to transportation has to die. Chauffeur, she gets to die. I don't even get to read it. Kira Aaron Moore is a 40-year-old chauffeur. Kira initially became a rideshare driver due to needing extra funds. Soon they found an opportunity to upgrade to a luxury vehicle chauffeur, which required to go through the extra training in evasive and defensive driving techniques. These days they feel pretty badass behind the wheel. And that's going to backfire, apparently. Next is Ewald Buddy. Ewald is a 32-year-old neurosurgeon, a child prodigy. He has been performing brain surgery since the age of 18. They're well established as a medical professional in academia and in practice. Ewald is addicted to adrenaline and is well known for taking great personal risks. Okay, I'm going to put him to the left because he's on the left, but he's also not a member of the transportation. Augustus Zagsma is going to have to die. He's a 44-year-old taxi driver. Augustus dreams of becoming a millionaire, but is also content with being a taxi driver. Their cab is decorated from hood to trunk, featuring several disco balls, aquarium wallpaper, and subwoofers playing techno rave on full blast. It's a shame. He's awesome. What happens if you let everyone live or die? I don't know. I've been trying to be a good reaper. Christopher Pitt is a dancer. Although Christopher is an amazing, graceful ballet dancer, a 26-year-old dancer, they have secretly orchestrated snapped tendons and cracked ankles for their rivals. This ensured they would get ahead in the game. They were banished from home when they were 16 because their parents were scared or confused about Christopher's sexual orientation. Wonderful. Terrible. Yaya Morgan is a 40-year-old full-time mother. Yaya is a... Yaya? I don't know that one. Is a mother of 4 who had their first kid at a really young age. These days they live with an extended family. Yaya loves knitting and crafting. Good on you. Thank you. Achak Nord is a lumberjack. Are we over to the right side? We're over to the right side. The 30-year-old lumberjack Achak co-owns a logging company where they work as a lumberjack. Although they comply with environmental regulations on paper, they occasionally clear protected habitats by mistake, destroying homes of thousands of endangered birds. Great. I'm probably supposed to let him live. Sigismund Campanella is a 47-year-old subway operator. Sigismund is haunted by the suicidal people they've had to run over. Even though there's nothing they could have done, they've started writing a series of romance novellas about a nihilistic food delivery person and a religious library worker. In the climactic moment, one of them saves the other from jumping in front of a subway train. Damn it, I want to read that. Although I just had it spoiled for me, so... Why so quick? Oh, I see now. Yeah, the transportation thing. Oh, check it out. Antonioni Gramley is a 31-year-old game developer. Antonioni is known for making experimental comeback here. Games and genre-bending art pieces. Lately, they've experimented with pain-based control schemes, facial feature difficulty levels, psychedelic imagery, and incredibly addicting game mechanics. They're one small nudge away from making it big. And finally, Wilton Singh is a 39-year-old logistics coordinator. Looks like Fox. I see it. I 100% see it. Wilton is a very proficient logistics coordinator. Their nickname at work is Smooth Operator. They also apply these skills to managing 2 separate secret families. Alright, so ones on the left have to die, right? Okay. And I already have 3 deaths, which means these 3 get to live, and these 3 have to die. Oh, that sucks. Although, God, they're trying to make this harder. Alright, that leaves Wilton, Achak. Oh, God, I have to let Achak live. This is fine. Yeah, I really didn't want to let Wilton live, but okay. And Antonioni. Good. He is the one person I did want to let live out of this. Alright. Do it. Alright. Fate's back! And then I can go down to the Cerberus Club, right? Yes! Awesome. Cerberus Den. Fate, you're back!
I have returned. Did you miss me?
Not really sure I like our little chat. Shrug, I'm just here to work. Thank the gods I was really getting tired of that cat! Hey, do you think that if the Grim Reaper is real that he would find joy in his job or misery? You know, that's one of the questions of this game. And as one of them, it's honestly been kind of... Like, I'm enjoying the game, which is kind of worrying. So... But then again, I don't get to see a lot of the repercussions of my actions. So, like I read about it in the news on my phone, but, like, it's distant. And that's part of working in the news, is I can distance myself from what's going on that way. I returned. Did you miss me? Sure, I like our little chats.
Great. I'm glad you enjoy our frequent
He looks
discourse.
real mysterious. Oh, him is. He absolutely is.
Okay. Yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation.
Okay.
But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct.
How'd I do?
Where did I place those papers? Please. Where are you? Ah, here we go. Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation.
Is there a problem? Wait patiently. I'm just gonna wait patiently. He's got that ice cream swirl hair, so that makes it more mysterious. I didn't tell him I like ice cream.
Ah, Grim. How should I put it?
How should you put it? I thought I was doing well.
In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told.
Thank you.
There is little to criticize in your conduct.
Yeah, right, that sounded
except
bad.
perhaps for the minor lack of independence.
You mean, I don't think on my own, but the rules are there for a reason. What else am I supposed to do? Continue, sir.
One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull?
Oh yeah, sure.
You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with?
I mean, I kind of want to fuck up the last one, but...
Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
Excellent. And I just walk out. I don't... Oh! There's that bonus, baby! That was probably a very important discussion there. Probably. Cerberus Den! Oh, hey, it's these two again. And I can't talk to them? Awesome. Let's just go flirt with the bartender some more.
Hey, hey, Grimmy. Pleased to see you again.
And you.
Are you still wearing the same attire from before? Oh, gross. It's been ages.
I just think my current look really suits me. Oh yeah, I could use some new clothes, but the stuff over at Mortimer's is so expensive. That changes the overall game. Oh yeah, I could use some new
That's
clothes.
an understatement if I ever heard one. You need some serious fashion assistance.
Okay.
I've got just the thing to help you out. Something I've been holding for a special case.
Okay.
A cool visage to make your day. Check it out later. Crisis averted. Not much else happening on this quiet Sunday, though, so I appreciate you dropping
Look
in.
who's talking. Fair.
What's on your mind?
I'd like a
Sure.
drink.
What's your poison?
I don't think I've had a gin and tariff yet. Bloody Gary. Let's have a Bloody Gary.
Can't go wrong with the bloody classic. It'll kickstart your recovery from any slump.
Gobash. As the seemingly metallic taste hits you, it hints at the usage of real blood, but in truth it's just tomato juice. The drink has a sharp, peppery undertone. Still, every sip makes you feel secure as if you'd waken from a nightmare to find yourself at home, basking in the warm morning rays of a rising sun. Aw. I'll be going now. Even less smooth.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Bye, Barcade. I mean, I guess I could visit Mortimer, but it sounds like she gave me something. Did she? She didn't give me that, did she? No, I recognize that. I'm a burb! Why am I a burb? Kind of want to go Vulture just for the color scheme, but... Quack. Awful. I'm also kind of leaning Hubris. You know what? Crest is pretty cool. We'll just go Crest. Burb. She's like, you haven't changed your clothes, so she gives me a new head. Let's talk to
Back
Mortimer.
from her booty, are ye?
Yeah. Hi, Mortimer. See, the unholy smokes are clothing. A visage, which is in equal parts bold, gruff, cool, smooth. I said cool twice. Straight from the old days when expensive advertising, homie smoking was cool. Do it.
Smokes are deadly, ye know. A curse fouler than any I ever met. Not to me wildest dreams could I rob so many lives. 'Tis gazing down the length of an infinite tobacco stick, inching ever closer to the end. An ancient shaman gifted me this pack after I rescued their child from the rabid coyotes. Guess they weren't pleased with me good deed. Assume this visage and forever be reminded of the mortality of all.
Death on death. The ephemeral mortality. A coin, the thing which usually makes up the largest portion of any buried treasure. Is it just so I have a coin to flip? Or I could spend literally all my money on this. You know what? I bought a thing. I'm good. Thank you, Mortimer. Alright, now what have I got? I do like the Undertaker, but I'd have to go get a black shirt. I don't see anything new. Is it a different head? Just a smoking dude. I mean, Alt's pretty cool. Gerald? What the fuck, your head? Look at Gerald. Oh, honestly, I do actually kind of like the smoking. God, I just want to be Gerald. I kind of want to be Gerald, but I also want to be a burb. I want to be a burb. Looks like a depressed uncle. He 100% does. Yeah, I want to be a burb. Gerald of Repia. Oh, no more Cerberus Den for a little while. In today's news, 3 up-and-coming athletes under trial for manslaughter of 2 rivals. Game developer struggles with getting multi-sensory gaming experience to work. It mostly just feels like bugs crawling all over your skin. Logging company accused of destroying yet another hawk habitat. Everything was done by the book, claims spokesperson. Cosmopolis citizen dies in fatal crash after tragic jetpack malfunction. Research for experimental surgical cure for epilepsy halted due to grant withdrawal. Collision throws 2 subway trains off elevated tracks. Both operators die. Chauffeur dies as their vehicle gets rammed off-road. Locals light a bonfire made from car tires and aquarium wallpaper in memory of beloved cab driver. They were a gem of this neighborhood, comments local lady sadly. That reminds me of when my agency okayed an oil and gas operation right next to a bald eagle nest. Motherfuckers. Send him straight to hell, the G1. Yeah. Scientists discover new strain of super tuberculosis. CEO of the Wait, what? Social media platform planning to open a museum of antiques and relics. Man. Alright, read me. Congratulations, Grim. You passed the performance review as expected, but let us not dwell on the past. I need you to focus on the future. This will be a tough day. Be attentive. Quota for the day. A total of 6 humans have to die. At least 3 humans with a scientific background have to die. At least 2 humans aged 30 or younger have to die. Humans are so easily corrupted. Good reaping. We didn't know about the nest, but some bird group did and didn't notify us in time. Oh, that sucks. Fraud CEO. God, is he going to live? Sinner. His occupation is sinner. Anson Sin. Anson loves to sin and is committed to performing all the 4 deadly sins daily. They live in a cave outside the city, avoiding law enforcement. Holy shit. Alright, well, let's find the scientists real quick. Asteroid hunter? Archaeologist? Security guard. Ah, crap. Hell, I'll guess. 6 humans have to die. 2 humans 30 or younger. Okay. Well, hold on. Because... Security guard. Microbiologist checks off 2 of those. Sorry there, Saitaro Abe. As a 26-year-old microbiologist, Saitaro is a grad student at a microbiology lab where the research is focused on studying tuberculosis. Sorry. They edit the tuberculosis genome to see how the changes affect the bacteria. Saitaro dreams of working in a facility that has proper ventilation, unlike their current lab. Guess how he's gonna die. I'm sorry, Saitaro. I really am. Zara Sile is a 38-year-old asteroid hunter. What began as constant stargazing a child turned into a career in astronomy. Zara's main goal is to find asteroids that could potentially hit the planet and alert the asteroid destroyer unit in the military. I'm sorry, Zara. Wow, super tuberculosis is going to be a thing, and you're just killing that guy. Yeah. Yep. It's going to make my job much more popular. And I had one more scientist, an archaeologist, Gregor Hayal. Is a 31-year-old archaeologist, legitimate researcher, or greedy tomb raider. Consensus has not been reached for when it comes to this noted archaeologist. For the past 5 years, they've been digging up artifacts around the Ferrodin region. And then he got crushed by a boulder. Alright, so I need 3 more humans. 1 more of them has to be younger than 30. Well, that's an easy choice, isn't it? This guy. Definitely this guy. Alright. What am I at? 4? 2 more of these people need to die. I'm gonna guess the fraud CEO should probably be up there, but let's give everybody a chance. 33-year-old Tara Rigney is a personal assistant. Tara can read the thoughts and feelings of their boss at any given moment because they've successfully learned all the minuscule facial twitches, although they often tell everyone of their career ambitions at length. In truth, they're just happy to help. Aw, dude, but you literally just said a couple of minutes ago how you wanted to be a good reaper. Yep. Charlie Gok is a 56-year-old fraud CEO. Charlie has been helping their brother Albert David hide corporate money and avoid paying taxes for years, perhaps even decades. They have also been accused of insider trading and other fraudulent activities. They currently live in a mansion just outside of town. Good. Good shit. White-collar criminal and security guard. Oh, maybe they'll meet up, have a relationship. Nora Sophia Ito is a 39-year-old white-collar criminal. Nora turned to regular embezzlement after their multi-level marketing scheme failed. The beauty products and cognitive enhancers were just not selling. All this to pay off their mortgage and to keep their child in a decent school. Nora films claymation shorts in their spare time. Hilarious. Finally, Darius Deavanti is a 23-year-old security guard. Darius really messed up at their grocery store security job, which is why they now guard a hill of dirt at a construction site. At night, they keep hearing odd sounds and seeing bizarre visions, but no one believes them. To avoid getting fired, they've decided to keep quiet about the strange things in the night. One more death. I like Tara. They get to live. Alright. That leaves it between Nora, who's been embezzling to keep her kids in good school and film their claymation habits, and Darius, who is a possibly insane security guard. Does it say it can only be 2, or can it be more than 30? At least 2 humans aged 30 or younger. Okay. Hold on, I think I have a thing for this. Command die or spare for Darius. Okay. No votes in time. Die or spare for Nora Eto. I actually don't know. Oh, I'm covering the commands. There you go. Okay. I mean, at least. So, bye, buddy. Oh, God, no. I wasn't aware I could do that. Oh. You know what? I think it's time. Peen. Ah, but she does get to live. I did not know I could draw. Can I not draw on the note? I can't draw on my desk either. Okay, okay. Wait, there's a die in that list. Yeah. Okay. We got it. My first day as a bird. Nothing down here except for Mortimer. Oh, good. My conscience is yelling at me again. Let's go talk to Fate first.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well.
Today was kind of rough.
I forgot to ask you yesterday. How did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own?
Pretty good. Shrug, basic, one day follows another. Rough, things got really bad. I saw a lot of pain and suffering. It was sad. I'm not sure how much more of this I can handle. I saw a lot of pain and suffering. It was sad.
The anguish of existence.
Not a good answer there, Fate.
Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay. Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done?
So
Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation?
It was good to hear I'm such a good worker. I'm not sure about the whole rebellion thing you spoke of. I don't really care. I'm not really sure about that.
Oh, the fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor.
Okay.
This reminds me. Have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue.
I'm still a bit unclear on the origin of the rules. How long is a day anyway? But yeah, origin of the rules.
What do you mean?
Do you pick what's supposed to happen and thus make it happen? Am I the only one who actually picks and makes things happen? The first one. You pick what's supposed to happen and thus make it happen.
Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference. Our datamongers assemble, collate, and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate the parameters for the necessary equilibrium.
Okay.
We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly.
How can that be? If I mark profiles, don't these decisions affect other people? Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that is what I would honestly say. That is what I would honestly say.
Anything else?
How long is a day, anyway?
The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity. I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region.
Huh. Then how does it work?
Time is an inconsistent flux. While you rest, days, weeks, months may pass at different intervals.
I feel a little better now because that means I'm not murdering people all
Profiles
on the
from
same day.
diverse moments appear on the same day, interlaced, within a rhizome of time and space stretching beyond mere 4 dimensions.
Okay.
That is why causal links are difficult to establish, and the equilibrium is of unfathomable complexity. Anything else?
What's my history? Was I someone?
You are a death spawn. I crafted you out of different materials.
Cool. I like being a thing. Where did my parts come from? Where did my parts come from?
The store. And places. Anything else?
Do you play chess? I recall some film about death with tons of chess.
No. I am instead particular to this game called Go. Aesthetically pleasing, less violent and imperialistic. Anything else?
This was a lot. I should go rest.
Oh, one more thing. It was nice of you to gift Lady the little gerbil. I am sure she appreciates it.
I worry about the gerbil.
Although, personally, I am growing rather tired of the incessant squeaking.
And by the way, I noticed the toy behaving oddly, squeaking on its own and all. Whoops, sorry, tough luck. I'm sure he'll manage. Yep, just be straightforward.
Yes? What is odd about it?
I mean, how can that be? Is it alive or something?
But of course.
What?
The toy is crafted with magic, of course. It holds the essence of a living little beast inside that rubber core.
But that's horrible. Can I take the toy back? Cool.
That you gave a sentient creature stuck inside an immortal body to a predatory animal? Well, a tad bit horrible, if you put it that way.
Can I take the toy back?
Oh, no. What is done is done. Have you not listened to me at all? Your actions have consequences.
Alright, you're smiling way too big about that. Oh, no.
Until tomorrow, Grim.
Yeah, bye, Fate. It's like they had to make me see the consequences of my actions. Alright, let's...
Yes, you did it, Reaper. You have achieved.
Have I?
Your grandeur grows with every passing moment. Soon we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory.
Are you okay? What are you rambling on about now? Bask in my splendor, O mirror. I'm not sure. What are you rambling about now?
Nothing. I wouldn't dare say a thing. Your Majesty.
She weird.
Carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper. But stop before it's too late.
Why are you talking about the guy I
Already
killed?
getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears.
I think I'm gonna kill the world. Alright. Welcome to Mortimer's.
Shiver me timbers. Ye sure can't get enough of the Emporium.
No, never. It's the Plague Mask. Sporting a super stylish beak, the mask hails from an era of epidemics where physicians with little to no medical expertise tried to alleviate the suffering of the inflicted. An ill omen, but it really fancies up my visage. Yeah, I actually do kind of want that. Yeah.
Huh. Didn't know I still had this beaked eyesore. I was at a gathering of some immensely wealthy idiots, where I saw an absolute buffoon wear this as professional attire. Just look at it! A weird long curve of a nose, and those stupid goggles. Ridiculous! Had to have it. So we plundered the whole lot of them. Lest these smelled nice, for they soiled their trousers from fear.
Ah.
Then the mask came in real handy.
Alright, cool. I guess I'll just go fill my mask with fresh lavender. Like, I like the bird, but I was really going for this. Help. Oh god, what? Plague Doctor. Crow. Masquerade. That's awesome. Steampunk. War never changes. Chimkin. Oh, it works now. Okay. I'd be worried for a second. See? Excellent reference, but Chimkin. Also, Masquerade is really cool. God, Masquerade's so cool. I gotta do it. Fate's down there? I guess that's the break room. Grim Office. Do your job! Look here, Grim. How about we try out some brand new methods of strengthening the equilibrium? I have great faith in these techniques of a more structural nature. Sorry. News. Asteroid hits nature reserve. Several bird species now extinct. Local doctoral student dies after drinking lab disinfectant on a dare. Alright, that guy had to go anyway. Oops. It looks like that one medic cosmetic. Oh no. Yeah. Noted archaeologist caught attempting to smuggle ancient artifacts out of Ferrodin, shot by a militia group. Suspected fraud dies of a heart attack as police officers come knocking on their door. Prosecutor says arrest was imminent. Body of local sinner found in a cave, crushed under a pile of loot. 4 yet to be identified people arrested in a major embezzlement scandal related to Transglobal Inc. Fashion firm reports record earnings, promises to spread wealth around, but just a tiny bit. Are there anomalies at the construction site? Security guard vanishes in the night. Alright. Really, the asteroid thing is the most upsetting to me. I only have 4 people here today. Of a more structural nature. Quota for the day. A total of 2 humans have to die, so half. The humans on the opposite ends of the profile bundle have to die. So Kathleen and Rashida? Yes, this may be the key fate. I don't think it is. Economic policy strategist, 39-year-old Kathleen Holmes. Kathleen wrote the book on economic planning. Literally, the last 5 years, they have argued for a new way to organize and systemize labor and the production of resources, and for a different distribution of capital, which often revolves around renegotiating regulations and corporate oversight. Paul Mbala Alolo is a 29-year-old activist. After reading in The Truth Exploder of the anomalous disappearance of a security guard at a construction site, Paul sprung into action. They do not care for mysteries, for there's always some logical explanation behind it all, usually related to their favorite topic, political corruption. 30-year-old junior researcher Caleb Sadi Rondeau. Right after graduation, Caleb went to work at the Acedia Institution, where they have been researching strange experimental pathogens. The goal is to achieve a potential breakthrough in human cell regeneration. It's a pretty dangerous job, as it oftentimes involves the use of very sharp instruments. Okay. And 37-year-old diplomat Rashida Mateos. Rashida is a representative from Carthenia, a nation recovering from a major economic crash in Cosmopolis City for a state visit. They've come to negotiate a mutually beneficial agreement. As they were being driven to City Hall, their vehicle was attacked by would-be assassins and rammed off the road. Well, that one kind of writes itself, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll follow what he says. I don't like it. Can you manually fill it in? No, it's just like a click and fill. On the other hand, I can do this. This is fun. I didn't know this was a thing. Can I cover over the whole thing? Tell me that's an achievement. Just blacking out an entire photo. That was never a good color, especially with the mouse. Pick to chat. Get it all? Alright. Yeah. Oh, look! My piggies are multiplying. Nothing down here. Except Mortimer. Let's go talk to Fate.
Grim, my fellow colleague, I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance.
Is it how to better to choose? Because that was shit. No achievements? I didn't get one.
Should I become a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique, after all. I have much experience.
Sure, why not? It's not really my place to say. Shrug. It can't be any worse than some of those writers out there. Sure, why not?
Why not? Indeed. Why not?
Should that be a question mark?
I shall continue my contemplation. But for now, it is time for daily feedback. Ah, all the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to meticulousness.
Thank you, lady.
Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations.
Alright, let's go back down to Mortimer's. See if there's anything worth buying today.
Ahoy! A pleasure to see ye again.
A cactus. The most brutal of plants. That's expensive. You know what? I'm good for the moment. Oh, I think I've seen this. This tells me how the world's going. I'm going to save up a little bit more money so I can get this safely. I also don't know what day it is. I think I have a calendar in my desk. Check upstairs. Check downstairs. Grim office. In the news. Human regeneration just around the corner or just a pipe dream? Esteemed author of economic research struck in a fatal car accident. Independent investigation into the disappearance of security guard uncovers connections to real estate and construction fraud. Carthenian diplomat suffers massive trauma and crash, falls into a coma. Doctors say chance of recovery is close to 0. Okay, that was depressing. Where is it? Here we are. It is Tuesday, I want to say? A fresh idea. I hope you are still well motivated from our performance discussion. You will be required to demonstrate utmost precision today. Quota for the day: all humans in the bottom row have to die. This is getting so arbitrary and I dislike it immensely. Sasanyu Faraha is a 55-year-old shopkeeper. Frustrated with the bland condiment selection at the local grocery store, Sasanya opened a shop to sell specialty cooking ingredients. Now people can cook dishes originating from all over the globe. That's a shame. I mean, it's already out there in the world. Don Ferrino is a 46-year-old mobster. Don Ferrino tries to model themselves after the old mafia novels and films without realizing the stories are made up by authors who had no connection to or understanding of organized crime. Soon enough, they'll realize there are no honor codes and family bonds. Crime is just crime. Okay, fitting he's going. Rafika Al-Kiri is a 33-year-old aerodynamics engineer. Rafika is very much into renewable energy and has been trying to figure out new experimental ways of making power generation more efficient. They also love flying kites and playing with their dog. 27-year-old Daya Sastry is a painter. Daya paints nudes and nudes only. For some reason, these paintings don't sell very well, and they've been playing around with the idea of pivoting into a life of sin after being inspired by the heroic death of a prominent sinner, Anson. I don't like this fate. Paul Jihai is a 26-year-old non-commissioned officer. As if born to lead... Pro thing. As a born to lead in tense situations, Paul enjoys being the backbone of the armed services. After completing several important missions during the Wakskograd conflict, they've now moved on to training new recruits. They emphasize having a calm head and thinking things through. Well, that's good. Did I see the dial move? Mai Watanabe is a 58-year-old city planning commissioner. Mai was recently appointed into the urban planning department, something they'd been aiming for a while. Turns out they're colluding with a number of their real estate friends in order to profit off city redevelopment, receiving kickbacks on many construction and housing details. I mean, it's how I play Tropico. And Walt Guybrush, a guy who should live just because of his name, a 47-year-old media entertainment mogul. Walt grew up with a dream of owning an independent film studio, which they established with a partner when they were just 23. In the past 23 years, this small Frolics Productions has grown into the most expansive producer of artistic entertainment news content in the world, bringing a diversified variety of joy and cheer to all. Oh, I see. It's Walt Disney. Got it. Well, I didn't like that. Mustache. Yes, Guy Walt Brush. Or Walt Guybrush. And his mustache get to live.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me.
You're the one with a cat.
Why do they exist? Their
Take a
presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them?
Yeah, probably. Maybe, but it's not our call to make. Yes, they should all go. No, we need them. Maybe, but it's not our call to make.
Perhaps. We do still hold some control over the levers.
Honestly, it's all way over my head. I really don't see this line of thought going anywhere. I'm just here to follow orders. Couldn't humans achieve immortality somehow?
To put us right out of business? And you out of existence?
Oh, I'd still exist.
Would you really trade yourself for them? What a time it would be for us all. A peaceful time. Ah, never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience. And loyalty.
Actually, I do have thoughts on loyalty.
I am all ears, Grim.
Don't you think this flows too one way? It doesn't seem fair because I've basically got no agency. It's nothing special. I just like when I'm doing what I'm told. I'm not a bottom. I just, don't you think this flows too one way? Doesn't seem fair because I've basically got no agency.
Should you have some when we are dealing with matters much greater than you?
Maybe not, but it shouldn't be so one-sided.
Such is the nature of loyalty.
Hardly. You're just arrogant, always demanding, never giving back. I guess never mind then. Ooh. No, this guy signs my paycheck.
Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
Wait, I didn't even get my daily review. Uh-oh.
Oh, right. Slipped my mind. Well, if it is that important to you. It seems you marked the proper amount of profiles. Well done, and all that. Now depart. I have things to contemplate.
He's starting to worry me. Welcome to Mortimer's.
Ye drive a hard bargain, matey. But Mortimer does love a good scuffle.
Grim cape. This dark cape is a classic attire for any grim deeds. It's pleasantly warm while offering protection against wind and rain, which you won't actually need as you'll always be stuck at the office. The tenebrous curiosity. It spins and whirs, it clicks and clacks, very soothing and helpful in times of stress. More to you, less to others. Why is the only thing colored the collar and his tie? I don't know, there's some kind of weird theming with red and yellow. In the very beginning of the game, one of the only things that was yellow were the things on Fate and the lemons he used to make me. I want one of these things, but I don't know what. I think I want the Threnody to Desolation. And teal. Yeah, that. Also teal.
Well, scuttle me both, why don't you?
Okay.
Clear as a crisp spring morn, I remember the day, in the cave at the bottom of an ocean, but 'twas guarded by a horrendous beast. So, had no choice but to underwater arm wrestle the kraken. All 8 tentacles. Afterwards, I met a hag with crow feet wrinkles on her face, and wrinkled crow faces on her feet. She knew me well, though we had not met before. Gifted me this ominous globe. Maybe 'twas a warning of a kind. Maybe she just fancied me. I did die about a week later.
On the other hand, I did die, so, you know. Check upstairs. Check downstairs. Alright, now that I'm broke. Oh! What is this ominous thing trying to tell me? Oh my god! A never-ending storm brews, cloudy with a chance of annihilation. I think I've ruined the world already, guys. Like, peace is weak. There's fire. There's death. Oh, God. Alright, in the news. The Falconer News Agency, acquired by Frolics Productions in another vertical merger. Watch out, small-timers. Frolics is fast-growing into the ultimate platform for all your education and entertainment needs. Locals go back to eating plain boiled potatoes when Spice Shop closes after death of owner. Really couldn't have gone to anybody else. Crime boss gunned down on the street by rival mobsters escalates turf war. Engineers find nigh indecipherable design documents after death of colleague trying to actualize designs with moderate success. Inquisitive investigator finds proof of major corruption in the urban planning department. Commissioner arrested. Demonic snow globe. Yeah, that's what's going on there. Local artist has gone rogue, keeps graffitiing nude figures all over city. Officer to revise and update the military instruction guide to fit modern standards. Will superstar racer Miguel Salk bring home another trophy for Cosmopolis City? AI breakthrough imminent, promises founder Trans Global Inc. Do your job! Tidings, Grim. Life should not be too predictable. Do you not agree? We could use a little bit of alteration and alternation every so often, and I have developed just the thing for it. Quota of the day. Every other profile has to die. Now, I could do that one direction or the other. Alright, so there's the race car driver they talked about. And this guy is... So I'm going to do it that way. Those ones have to die. So Jack gets to live. Jack is a 32-year-old office worker. Jack has lived a great and kind life. They've been working in the local Beats and Brothers consultancy firm for 7 years. Ever since graduating college, recently they've been looking for a way to turn their life around in order to stop being an office drone. See? I like Jack. Although the name Jack Cujo is a little unnerving. Which means Yusuf Al-Asta has to die. He's a 36-year-old stay-at-home parent. Does it mean every single other one or like every odd one? I don't know. Yusuf mostly stays at home raising their kid after the death of their spouse. It's been a rough going, both mentally and physically, but they're making do thanks to the support network of family and friends. Alright, that means Miguel here gets to live. Theoretical beekeeper, race car driver, 32-year-old Miguel Salk. Miguel has always dreamt of becoming a beekeeper, but for some reason, perhaps due to a fear of sharp objects, has never pursued their true passion. This has in turn led them to becoming a very successful race car driver, an occupation they unfortunately hate. They'd rather just live quietly with their bees. I am so torn. Which means Zola here has to die. 40-year-old pediatrician Zola Orji Omiata. Zola specializes in child abuse pediatrics and is able to determine signs of abuse from very subtle signs. They've had a key role in saving countless children from dangerous environments. They were like, we're not going to make this easy on you. Good news is that means Sana here lives. 62-year-old therapist, Sana Zolo. Sana is a therapist for marital and intimate matters, mostly focused on helping those of an older age. They're always trying to promote an active and healthy lifestyle in all matters. Their favorite pastime is playing with their 3 dogs. feeling a little better there. So why is there health there but down there? I don't get what's going on. There's got to be a way to read this. Which means Kelsey Hadley, the 25-year-old psychology student, gets to die. Kelsey specializes in children's psychology. They want to be a mother and a kindergarten teacher. Their main hobbies are watching and criticizing films and swimming. Well, she sounds hot, but don't have to worry about it. Which means Sumiko Kito gets to live, a 48-year-old ranger. Sumika leads a highly trained anti-poaching team. The number of poaching incidents was greatly reduced when Sumika got approved to use electric weapons and traps against the poachers. Sumika lives right on the edge of the forest with her family. Aww. And David Garver, the 34-year-old IT architect and AI researcher, is going to die. David is the founder of Transglobal Inc., a company that produces high-tech gadgets like smartwatches and digital home assistants. For the past 5 years, David has been the foremost... Let's just scratch out his name. There you go. Has been the most foremost proponent of algorithms and artificial intelligence research. We're just going to unperson him. Come back. Welcome to 1984, David. Well, I don't like this. All right. Let's go talk to my boss. Hi, Fate.
Grim, welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion.
I'm all ears, metaphorically speaking. Is this really what my job has come to? No, I recall nothing of the sort.
Appreciated. Now, you might find this shocking. Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious. One that will explain everything.
Cool. Can I read it? Isn't that a bit extravagant? Okay, whatever. Can I get back to work? Cool. Can I read it?
Certainly. Once it is finished, you will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing.
Thank you, Fate.
Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? A tedium of profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see. Your adherence to the rules is admirable. Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
Okay. I mean, I guess as Fate, he gets to decide that. Alright, let's talk to Mortimer.
Batten down the hatches. 'Tis a storm of sails.
Ah, I see what you did there. The suit would make me look sharp and professional, while the bow tie adds a subtle flavor of levity fit for the funeral of clowns. You know what? I don't need any of this. I'm broke at the moment. Let's talk to my conscience, or whatever's going on here.
There. What you up to, killer?
I'm not a killer. What now? Will you ever leave me alone? Killing. Killing.
Sure you are. The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count?
No.
Starting to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name. Grim Reaper.
You're a dork. That's my name, so what? I'm not hurting anyone personally. Not my place to rattle the status quo. I'm not hurting anyone personally.
Of course not. You're pure and clean. It's not as if life and death are directly in your control.
I'm telling you, this is not the work of a psychopomp.
No wonder fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Hey, was my background always this bland? A letter. Oh look, everything's on fire. I wasn't aware I could click it and get it closer. In the news, pediatrician shot by suspected child abuser who broke into their office. Superstar Miguel Salk wins yet another Grand Tourney trophy. Still hates racing. Racing is super dumb, they say during the post-victory interview. Super dumb. Transglobal Inc. founder and CEO found dead at home. Cause of death, drug overdose. Investigators find plans for a massive surveillance system at the home of dead tech wizard. Don't let age get you down, says noted therapist in their new book about sexual health. Good. That's healthy, at least. Alright, our letter today. Grandma, keep this short. I am suspecting a systematic bias in our balancing methodology. It's an erection pun. Ha! Oh. I don't like that. Quoted for the day. The last 3 humans coming from the facts have to die. So, those 3? I'm counting on the accuracy of your judgment. God, he's making this really rough. Carmen Del Rio is a 20-year-old barista. A barista who hates coffee? That's Carmen. Since they find all coffee equally bad tasting, they unknowingly keep committing a grave sin when serving customers heating up old coffee in a microwave. Hilarious. Kepri Onward is a 48-year-old rector. Kepri is strict and stoic with a strong belief in hard work. If they've done enough of it to last a lifetime, they have a loving spouse and a strange child. When their heir told of their romantic inclinations, Kepri thought about beating those thoughts out with a stick, but ended up banishing the kid from home instead. Well, don't worry about it. Roy Zweig is a 59-year-old pharmacist. Roy's job is to recommend which over-the-counter medicines people should take. After getting some extra money from several herbal supplement producers, they now exclusively suggest that real drugs contain chemical elements and natural supplements are the best. Ryoka Toto is a 46-year-old confectionery artist. Ryoka participated in the local cooking contest 25 years ago and came in second in a tight race, losing due to slightly inadequate chocolate tempering technique. What should have been an uplifting experience turned into an unhealthy obsession with tempering chocolate. Unless those 3 came out first. Am I doing this backwards? I think I might be doing this backwards. I honestly don't know. Zygmunt Zosi is a 25-year-old and unemployed person, I guess. From all the available activities, Zygmunt only likes watching TV, playing computer games, drinking beer, and eating pizza without even live streaming at all. They live with their mother and claim to have no mission in life other than wasting the world's resources. Great. Continue living. Amandas Hamir is a 51-year-old editor-in-chief. Before Amandas took over the Daily Moon, the newspaper was in decline. With ruthless determination, they turned the paper into the tabloid powerhouse we know today. While recklessly digging through the lives of others, they've used the paper to suppress rumors about themselves. Awful. Also, are we coming up on the weekend? Yeah, I think today's Friday. I think. Bruno Griffiths is a 32-year-old mercenary. Bruno is a mercenary always ready to work for the highest bidder. They're currently stationed at Ferrodin with a government contract providing security services. They act tough and gung-ho to cover up the fact that they haven't been trained properly to act in a combat zone. Cool. I think I just watched something change over here. I think I just watched peace die. That's good. That's good. I think I may have gotten that backwards, but we'll find out. Now I'm genuinely curious. Did I just create my first ever flub?
Grim, why are you here? Oh, right. The Daily... always in positions when I have important research to perform. Let us get on with it.
You
I
created
see the
me.
exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job.
Oh, okay, I did do it.
I guess. Yes. That should suffice, I imagine.
Hey, can I ask you some more questions, maybe?
Questions, Grim. Fine. I have trouble finding inspiration anyway.
Dude, are you okay?
Perhaps your questions will assist me. Make sure they are deep and meaningful.
What do you think dying is like anyway?
No idea. Our immortality precludes us from such knowledge.
Didn't you shoot the first Grim Reaper into the sun?
Yet, I imagine it would be a pleasant release.
But what if death is extremely bad and unpleasant?
In that case, at least one only dies once. But more likely, death is just nothingness.
Cool, cool.
And nothing, being nothing, has no inherent positive or negative effects. Any other questions?
Is there an afterlife?
Not in the sense that humans consider it, no.
No peaceful, illuminated paradise, no endless suffering in the grasp of cosmic horrors. What if the afterlife is a dating game where you must charm strange, monstrous gods?
Grim.
Meet your unmaker. I got an achievement.
That is just stupid.
Oh, God. Do you think mortals have some drive towards death?
Because they seem to find themselves in life-threatening situations all the time?
Something of the like, yes. They do often seem willing to throw their lives away for stupid reasons. Something of the like, yes.
Life is unpredictable and lacks an innate meaning. I imagine it is up to them to make their lives meaningful. Even if it sometimes ends up being fatal. Any other questions?
Can language even deal with the concept of death?
Unlikely.
That doesn't stop art and literature from trying. That's kind of sad. Yeah, I figured as much.
One must make do with what they have. Art does seem an attempt of immortalization, as humans feel the ever-present breath of death. A hybrid of entertainment, meaning-making, and the preservation of a facet of identity, carved into matter that might outlast the being itself. At least until all matter ceases to be.
That moment sure can't come fast enough. When's that going to happen? Great, so art is pointless? So, when's that going to happen?
Any day now. Any other questions? Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
Any day now, huh? Yay! Oh, he's not in today. Oh, that's looking good. Mercenary squad blows up a museum full of historical documents and artifacts. Anti-war senator demands why are there unqualified mercs running around in conflict zones committing war crimes. Another young adult harassed by a mysterious person. Is Cosmopolis City dealing with a serial stalker? The youth of today, immoral and lazy. We should reinstate harsher punishments. Rector of Citizen High School found dead. Guess they're a director now. A local jokester notes. Hey, the time's accurate. It is actually 6:10. The assignment. An eldritch waft of air passed through my office earlier. Certainly a sign of disorder. We could not determine the correct amount of humans to mark today, so I leave it up to you. Any humans who seem suspicious have to die. You will figure it out, yes. I am so weirdly nervous. Cage Robson is a 25-year-old food courier. Cage just started as a food courier for some extra money. Their life changed at a supermarket. After tapping a customer on the shoulder, they were struck with an intense vision since they've tried to convince everyone that an omnipotent being walks among humans, loitering in stores, asking people to sign a petition about it. So, this guy was in the intro. I gotta pull a solid for fate and kill him. Mahala Ai, or Aye, depends on the culture. 34-year-old sous chef. Mahala is a rising star in the culinary world, vicariously executing the head chef's will with an iron fist and a brass mouth. Their workers have daydreams of their tragic demise. That doesn't seem suspicious. That seems like a chef. Kele Iphigenia is a 52-year-old student. Kelly decided to return to school to finish their education after their 4 kids grew up and went to find their own paths. While progress is difficult after such a long pause, Kelly is dedicated and diligent. When not at school, they write slam poetry. I hate her, but there's no reason to kill her. Bjorn Ortur is a 56-year-old unemployed person. Bjorn has been unemployed for nearly a decade. After many failed job applications, they lost motivation to try again. Excuse me. To pass time, Bjorn has started obsessively watching rom-coms, even quoting them in random conversations. A loser, but not inherently bad. Alita Lyers is a 48-year-old science teacher. Alita is the type of science teacher communicator who enjoys having their pupils do a diverse array of experiments, some more explosive than others. No need to worry, they adhere to safety regulations mostly. Alright, today was easy. Let's see what he says. Is Cerberus open? Yes, it is the weekend. Awesome. I need drinking money. Oh, look who's back. As you enter, you notice that Fate's office is empty aside from Lady Poddington snoozing on the table. Oh no, this again? Hey, kitty cat, you are so cute. Sweet, more freedom from the yoke of the Overlord. Hey, kitty cat, you are so cute. The old-fashioned phone suddenly rings with an ear-piercing metallic clatter. A familiar voice calls from the static.
Haha, Grim. Jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation.
I feel that.
It is a weekend, after all, and the free time will be essential for research. For the novel, yes?
Hey, why can't I get a vacation? So I'm reporting to the cat again? Fine by me, I just need the daily review. I want to...
Hello, Grim, are you there? Curse this useless apparatus. It never works when I need it. So, perhaps you are wondering about the nature of vacations in our profession. Well, those are for highest management only.
Why are you paying me?
I mean, it is not as if you need one. Technically, you are just an amalgamation of ingredients. You are not even alive.
Oh, now that's just mean.
But what of the conduct overview, you may be thinking? To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough. Now, I must go submerge myself. Toodles, Grim.
Do you think he's getting a mud bath, or is he like at a pool, or is it a Bacta tank? Yes! Drinky time! It's another burb! It's a cool, sexy burb.
Why do I smell the rank odor of blood on this hatchling? Perhaps the boss has upgraded the assemblage. If we're actually getting worthwhile spawns for a change.
My lemons were fresh.
What brings you to bask in the glory of Florian, the Eradicator, young Purgator?
What blood? I'm a good reaper. Why are you called the Eradicator? I love your style, Florian. I don't need your approval. Why are you called the Eradicator?
I am the shepherd who guides the flock to their annihilation.
Cool, cool.
Oh, to hear their wails of grief brings joy to my withered heart. You know how it feels like, don't you?
Yes, it's awesome. I know nothing of the sort. I do the work and that's that. No need for emotionality. I know nothing of the sort.
Deny yourself all you want. It won't make you any more righteous. If this is what helps you sleep at night, who am I to judge? Although, believe me, I do judge.
Sorry, I'll try to do better.
If you lose your path, follow the lead of Florian. Seek out the devastation I carve into the land.
Buddy, you are three halves of an anime character.
We here provide the herd with an escape from their meat prison. It is called salvation. or at least the closest thing they'll ever.
Are you implying you mark people to death all the time? Do you ever think of the consequences? What does fate think about your grand ideas? I understand. After all, I'm Killdozer
It
9000.
does not have the ring of the Eradicator, but I admit it has a certain charm.
Well, the bar cape gave me the
For
name,
that
so.
is what we are born to do. Yes, we Deathbringers all have to die.
I shall bring forth the great purification. So what's stopping you from marking everyone? I'm off to scour the lands. Great chat. Bye. What's stopping you from marking everyone?
Unthinkable. You mean to suggest I go against fate's rules and kill more people? A lot more. All of them. I mean, it'd be amazing. Yeah. A glorious day. But, such fantasy. I can bide my time until their atrophy.
I'm off to scour the lands.
Until nothing awaits us, little hatchling. Ciao.
Later, mate. Bye, Florian. Flash of black. And let's go talk to, I'm guessing, her?
What's with the mask, stranger? Did someone release the plague again?
No, I just like
I've
lavender.
seen you here before. Let me guess. You're in the human department, right? I mean, the dark circles, the vibe like you haven't slept for 1,000 years.
That obvious, huh?
It is. At least for me. For you see, I'm also in the human department.
Yeah, I can also tell by the dark circles. How do you like it here? But you don't look tired at all. How do you like it here?
Work is work, I guess. So, I figure you've been here a while by now. How do you feel about the work we do?
I love making humans miserable. I wish people didn't have to suffer because of me. Meh, work is work. Sucks real bad. I hate it. I actually feel like I should head back to work right now. Bye. I wish people didn't have to suffer because
Hang
of me.
on. How do you know how humans are doing in their realm? Don't tell me you're actually using that Cocker app to keep track of what's happening.
Oh.
I haven't opened it in years.
You haven't missed much. You don't read the news.
No. I mean, I used to, but nothing interesting ever
There we go.
happened. The instructions are the same every day anyway. Kill all door-to-door salespeople. And what do I see in the app? The door-to-door salespeople died. Great! So very engaging. And that's followed by the stories of downright horrible things happening everywhere. No thanks.
Ever thought of asking Fate about your never-changing instructions? What do you mean my choices affect the world all the time? I get different instructions every day. In any case, reading the news helps make decisions. Yeah.
Huh. I've seen the boss, like, once. Not gonna happen. I bet it's all part of Fate's grandiose plan. The Equilibrium. And who am I? A mere spawn to question it.
What do you mean my choices affect the world all the time? I get different instructions every day. In any case, reading the news helps me make decisions.
Congratulations?
What do you mean my choices accept...
Do they, though? Do they really? Or is it an illusion?
In any case, reading the news helps me make
I
decisions.
just do what fate tells me to. The decisions are not mine to make.
A life with no choices and you still haven't given up? Wow, a life without decisions, that's the dream. Actually, I feel like making the decision to leave now. A life with no choices.
Have you ever heard the inspiring story of Scullifus?
Probably not.
I'm guessing you haven't, since it happened way back, when we still used rubber stamps instead of markers.
Please, carry on with the story. I haven't heard it, and I want to keep it that way. Sure, I already know the story.
Okay. So Scullifus spent all day, every day, stamping profiles to live or die. They got a grandiose case of carpal tunnel from all that stamping. But still they kept on going. Every day they
Hey, can you
received a
smoke
heap of
in
new
here?
profiles, which were basically the same as the ones they'd stamped the day before. Almost as if powering through the carpal tunnel wasn't making any difference. Almost as if it wasn't worth it. Sound familiar? In any case, they kept going. Kept on stamping. Because they had to. Because when you give up, the cosmos, that meaningless entropy, it wins. And I'm never gonna let that happen. Even if it means doing the exact same thing. Day in, day out.
That's it? That's the inspirational story? I totally get it now.
That's it, stranger. It inspires me to wake up every day.
What you think
Besides,
is every day.
As long as the coins keep coming, can we really complain?
You should definitely complain, though. I think it's time you start making your own choices. Well, good luck with whatever you're doing. You should definitely complain, though.
Yeah, real soon I'm gonna complain about how long it takes the bartender to make me a dang drink.
Hey, you leave her alone. I think it's time you start making your own choices. Well, good luck with whatever you're doing. Start making your own choices.
You mean, what? Ignore my instructions? Won't that get me, like, instantly fired?
Good point. Maybe just stick to the instructions.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. Been getting along just fine until now, right?
Nod sagely. Yeah, good luck. Now you're getting it. Nod sagely. Nod sagely.
Thanks for the chat, stranger.
You're welcome.
Anyway, I'm off to sleep. See you later.
Bye.
Probably not, though.
Wait, why? That's ominous! Hi.
Why, if it isn't the young Grimster. Back again to delight my eye.
Thank you.
Oh, so 3 weeks down already. That's quite an achievement.
Thank you.
Say, how's the grind been treating you since our last chat?
I've been a meticulous professional, pretty good, same as usual. Dunno, I still have trouble deciding. Mostly I'm confused. Meticulous professional.
Got the inkling from our last talk. Still, I've been thinking... I figured you'd be the one to find intrigue in questioning authority.
Sometimes, but I ignore it.
Hey, where's your sense of rebellion? I don't think I could adhere to obscure designs with such confidence.
Yeah, but like...
One ought to heed instincts.
If I fuck
in
up literal fate...
collaboration with reason. Sounds twice as powerful to me, yeah? But what do I know? I'm just the barkeep. So what can I get you?
Any thoughts on
That
Florian?
one? Heck. What can I say that you won't glean on your own? They try to act all suave on the surface, but truth be told, they're a proper jerk. Seems to be a common trait these days, though.
They don't seem responsible, thanks for the tip. I kind of like the fellow.
Thought you might. There's some resemblance between you two.
Hey now.
Sour lemons from the same tree. What else you got in mind?
I'd like a drink.
Sure. What's your poison?
Tax on the beach. I've already had a Bloody Gary. I think I've had a Corpse Survivor. Milk, please.
Going straight edge? I get where you're coming from.
Gobash. It tastes like milk. I'll be... Wow. I'll be going
Au
now.
revoir, Lil Reaper.
I think I'll be finishing up the menu tomorrow. And a good night for me. Check upstairs. Nothing, not even fate. Grim office. Hey guys, how are things? That good, huh? In the news! Restaurant staff in revolt against authoritarian sous chef. Food courier struck by a car. They've been excused, witness said to investigating officials. Science teacher inspires a whole generation of youths through many loud and bothersome explosions. What a deeply English sentence. The visionary Adam. Read the 10 best science fiction novels from the early atomic age. That sounds fun. Alright, 6 today. My job. Your attention is required. I have been informed of a delicate situation. I trust that you will handle it as usual. 5 humans have to die. 1 human must be spared. This is of utmost importance. Do be careful to let the right person live. Do what you do. Okay. So that tells me it's Rudolph here. Rudolph Rudy is a 19-year-old student. What are morals? Rudolph is the type of a university freshman who has just finished reading a couple of introductory philosophy books and now can't stop talking about how they understand how society and morals and the world works. Tedious, but supposedly he's the one that's supposed to live. We'll see. Brian Calathank. Wow, that is deeply Greek. Brian is a 31-year-old janitor. Raking leaves is hard. Blowing them around with a leaf blower is much more fun. This is why Brian takes care of the leaves exclusively with a leaf blower, starting already at 6 in the morning. The toxic fumes the machine emits don't concern them one bit. Brian dies. That's... Garrett Galt is a 36-year-old inventor/scam artist. Who is this person? A nobody. Vain and arrogant, they promised numerous grand inventions, all of which failed. Blinded by egoism, they refused to learn any lessons and continued on this path, ultimately leading to the ruin of several businesses and the death of a number of people. Don't feel bad killing him at all. Albert David Gok, the 54-year-old corrupt CEO. This again. Albert is an incredible human being, as in never in all history has there been anyone who has destroyed so much humane and social systems with such nihilism and greed. They will stop at nothing in their quest to squeeze out any short-term profit. Good, he also has to die. Now we're seeing how the world can be a better place with death. Benazir Al-Ram, a 49-year-old nuclear physicist. Benazir was inspired to study nuclear physics by old science fiction novels. Their original plan was to build some sort of atomic death ray, as seen in their favorite novel, or as read, which alas never went anywhere, but by that time they'd become an accomplished and respected physicist. Sorry, Benazir. Honestly, I would have let you live. Damien Watts is a 42-year-old geographer. Damien is a geomorphologist researching a mysterious new series of mineral formations appearing mostly in the tundra regions. This phenomena exhibits a shimmer, and they're often shaped like human arms. Damien is on the verge of a breakthrough. God, I want to let Damien live. All the backgrounds are different. I just noticed. Huh. Oh, I want to let Damien live. But it says right. And it's got... I think it's supposed to be Rudolph. He was the only one on the far right. Shit. But honestly, everybody's shit except for Damien. Damn it. Benefactor? Is that for making enough people live? Alright. Let's see if I fucked up the wordplay. I think I fucked up the wordplay. Yay, I get to finish out the menu today, I think. Kitty cat, what have you done? As you enter, Lady Poddington is batting the rubber gerbil between her paws. Look, what if there's ink everywhere and you've eaten the quill? Squeak, squeak, the gerbil complains at every hit. Ugh, can't believe I gave the gerbil to the cat. Yeah, I know that feel, toy. See the violence inherent in the system. Yeah, I know that feel, toy. Squeak, the crestfallen toy squeaks. The cat paws the toy on the head slowly. Her yellow eyes gleam with mirth. The old-fashioned phone again rings right as you settle in. The familiar, if grainy voice can be heard.
Grim. Ah, you would not believe the fun I am having.
You're right, I wouldn't.
Such a transformation from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile.
Okay.
Yes, you expect your daily summary, but I still cannot find it in me to burden myself with this matter. So, off you go.
After all that, it's just... I think things are slowly improving. Alright. Hi, cute bartender. Okay, same people. Hi, barkeep.
Welcome back, Grimmy. Always a pleasure to see you around.
Oh, so I'm not a prick anymore?
We here got another quiet Sunday on our hands, though. No action at all.
I'm sorry. Can I have a drink?
What's your poison?
I don't think I've had the tax on the beach yet.
Who doesn't love some accounting on the beach? Yeah, the calculator may get sandy, but so what?
Gwabash. The drink hits you like the rip current of an ocean. It pulls and drags, eroding away your essence one grain of sand at a time, yet you also taste the mischievous playfulness. A few moments later, you feel like you're lying within an endless dune, buried deep like the royalty of old. Beautiful. Thank you, barkeep.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Well, I didn't get an achievement, so I think I'm missing a couple. Alright, Conscience.
It's very cold. When did that happen?
Climate change. Can you feel cold? It's not that cold. You're like a smart mirror.
We can assure you, there's nothing smart about this mirror. Or what's in it.
Hey, fuck off!
It's freezing. Everything halting to a standstill. Before
what? Stop being so dramatic. It's like you're trying to tell me something.
astute, Grand Reaper. You're a wealth of insight.
Yeah, I'm also making
While the
fun
rest
of you.
freeze in ignorance, unable to be saved. Maybe in a new lifetime.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna learn something at the end of this game, aren't I? Oh, he's back. See, there's some healing over there and over in peace, and the people are dying. That's not good. It's in the news. Infamous CEO sails their enormous yacht directly into a beach found impaled on a tree. Crack of dawn, leaf blower dead after getting struck in the head with a flat iron thrown by a neighbor. Leaf blowers should be banned to increase urban air quality, lower stress levels. Inventor drowns in first attempt to start the construction of an underwater city. Annoying know-it-all dies from their brain becoming far too smart and big for their skull. New, highly conductive and strong material named damium found to be highly toxic. Hundreds of industrial companies frantically purging their factories. Physicist sacrifices self in order to prevent later radiation leak. Wow. So, aside from, like, the one bad thing, that wasn't a bad layout. Today is simple, grim. It is as if a great calmness has enveloped the world. I do not see the need for many deaths for today. 2 humans have to die. That's it. That's it. I actually get to make decisions today. New discoveries await fate. Alright. 2 of 4 must go. Tane Reed, a 37-year-old aqua farmer. Tane farms aquatic plants, mostly various species of microalgae. They've never really been all that interested in the fish crustacean side of aquaculture, preferring to keep their attention on seaweed. Seaweed has many talents and uses after all. Okay, so algae is actually like 90% of where we get our oxygen from, so I kind of like Tane. Magnus Whitaker is awesome. He is a 39-year-old brewer. Magnus is an experienced brewer who produces artisan beer. Their specialty is microbrew, but they also have they have also experimented with nano and pico brew. They are currently building an experimental brewery capable of producing femtobrew. Interesting. 64-year-old Ethel Stone is retired. Ethel has been happily married for nearly 40 years, extramarital affairs notwithstanding. They consider being a grandparent their most important role yet. They try to be cool, but have trouble understanding why some of their grandchildren aren't allowed to eat meat or peanut butter sandwiches. Ethel's dead. That's... Before anything else happens today, Ethel dies. Lissa Markovic is a 47-year-old housekeeper. Lissa loves to engage in gossip. They have a binder full of information about the people living in the house they work at, and a separate binder for all the people who visit. Most of the information is sensitive and used to blackmail the wealthy, and they do it all for their children. Torn on that one. Well, Tane gets to live. Tane is awesome. So that leaves it between Magnus and Lissa. Do we have anybody in chat who has an opinion? While I'm waiting on that opinion, I'm going to go turn off the heater in the corner. I'm sure it's fucking with my sound a little bit. Not to mention, I could probably use more water, and I need to check the chicken in the sink. Alright, no opinion from chat. I'll read back over the bios. For the curious... I think I put these on backwards. Yep. I believe Candy is out with Star, so let's see. Magnus versus Lissa. Lissa is stealing from the rich, but Magnus makes beer. Both important in their own rights. Though, you know, not that great. I think Magnus. Alright, weekend's over. I can start buying stuff from Mortimer again. Hello, Fate. Welcome back.
Grim?
Welcome back. Oh, you're back. How was your break? No, seriously, why can't I get a vacation? Welcome back.
How about we skip the pleasantries and get back to usual pointless drudgery?
I know, dude. I have a hard time after vacations, too.
Right.
I get it.
I see the exact amount of profiles requested. At least someone seems to be up to their task.
I'm sorry, who's letting you down?
Whatever.
Sorry, have I offended you somehow? What's with the attitude? Why are you so grumpy? It's none of my business, so I won't ask anything. Sorry, have I offended you somehow?
You? No, Grim. You have not. Why am I livid?
Yeah.
Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking sudden leave is detrimental to our aspirations.
Oh, Lady Poddington's got it.
Because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research. Because, as was reminded, the saying goes... Now, how was it? Nothing in life is more certain than...
Sugar and spice, rainbows and puppies, blood and guts, beeps and boops, death and taxes. Haven't heard anything of the like. Death and taxes?
Yes, exactly.
Roll credits.
Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job.
Kind of like you do to me every day. Say nothing. Nothing.
No matter, Grim.
Do
I
not walk into
for
that
taking
good
it out
night.
on you. Good night.
Aw. Thank you, Fate. Meanwhile...
Yo ho ho! What can old Mortimer provide ye with today?
I think I'm with the fidget spinner today. A tenebrous curiosity.
Well, blow me down, lad. 'Tis the arcane fibbledy scoop of some wizard whose name I ne'er got.
I wonder
clicks
where
and
mine
crackles
is.
and bibbles and bops. Found its scale in a tower, used as a rat trap. The wee buggers couldn't get enough of it. Playing so hard they forgot about frivolous things, like food or sleep. 'Tis a remedy for restless fingers and idle hands.
Cool. Now I can flick that while I'm having a hard time deciding. Something about using the word flick in that sentence made me very uncomfortable. Cool, Fate's still here. Hey, Satan's at the door. Hey. How have I never noticed Satan at the door? I mean that. Alright, let's get to work. It's back. Oh, that's excellent. Speaking of, how are things in... Oh. Oh my. Boy, that thing's really going. In the news! Aquaculturalist finds a new approach to seaweed farming which proves useful in regenerating dying coral reefs. Yes! Nation's wealthiest prosecuted as damning information surfaces at the house of a dead housekeeper. Perfect. Beer visionary starts selling experimental beer in 5 microliter tubes. Okay. Ahem. My modest excuse is grim, right? The situation is that everything got all jumbled up in our fax delivery system. You should listen to your gut today. Haha, your gut, yes. Because you're, you know, a skeleton. Quota for the day, go with the flow. I kind of like this new who gives a fuck fate. Alright. Ayasha Moore is a 38-year-old cosmologist. 10 years Ayasha has been... Ayasha? Has been gazing through a powerful telescope at the stars all across the universe. Bit by bit, they've become ever more convinced that the whole world is actually some sort of a simulation, a realistic reproduction crafted in binary. She's technically right. I'm going to put her aside for now. Lucas Ward is a 75-year-old retiree. Lucas has lived a calm and content married life, having raised 3 kids and helped raise 7 grandkids, yet they've never felt particularly happy up until a moment 5 years ago when they admitted and accepted their preferred sexual orientation. Their family was very supportive. Aw. 75's old enough. Anna von Wolfenstein is a 48-year-old judge. Anna has worked as a judge for 20 years and loves their job very much. Not so much because of the bringing of justice, but because of the political power the position brings, and Anna likes having power and influence a little too much. Connor C. Noland is a 43-year-old film director. Connor is an avid fan of found footage horror, which inspired them into directing films of their own. They recently released a series of educational videos using the found footage aesthetic titled How Not to Get Stabbed, The Fundamentals of Knife Battles. Liv. Connor is my favorite person right now. How fucking excellent. Sierra Lopez is a 29-year-old attorney. Sarah is still 29, but already a hotshot lawyer. They're most famous for winning a case and getting the victim's family to pay damages to a drunk driver who killed their son. They will always find a loophole and present the case very convincingly. That's terrible. Zachary Cooper is a 29-year-old glassblower. Zachary can craft any glass sculpture, no matter how intricate. Their latest piece was a circle made of 19 interlinked Klein bottles as a gift to an inventor friend. Aside from working with glass, Zachary enjoys volleyball, and they're trying to learn 3D modeling software on their own. Very cool. Thank you, Zachary. Johnny Wright is a 24-year-old food service assistant. Johnny prepares the food for cooking, beverages for drinking. Later, they clean the kitchen work areas. It's routine and repetitive work, but it's the best they can manage while they're trying to get themselves through college. They've learned to cope with the struggle after their parents died when they were very young. Aww. Jewel Gray is a 35-year-old biochemist with a very light picture. Jewel was born in the countryside but moved to the big city to go to the university. They like rock concerts and bars, although their visits have fallen due to having substance abuse issues in the past. They're trying to find a cure for chicken flu. Laura Harnack is a 21-year-old choir singer with really scary eyelids. Laura is a professional singer who joined the church choir at their local town. They offered their singing skills to the church partly to be more devout and partly to have better access to the church wine cellar. Nope, tragic death. Which, Ayasha, you were somehow right in the middle. 38 cosmetologist. Yeah, you know what? You're right, and I want the world to know. Cool. Looks like I did some good today, except for in the environment. Peace! It's healing! Let's go get paid. Hi, Fate. Today any better?
Grim, welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insights.
Great, you're starting to get the idea of art.
I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning.
And what's the result so far? I think they're important and meaningful. I'm kind of busy right now, so can we skip it? And what's the result so far?
A disarray of thoughts.
Okay.
Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone.
Well, then there wouldn't be anybody around to experience the better world.
In fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome. It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life.
Go on, I'll hear you out. Sounds accurate thus far. I'm really not here for this. How about we skip it? I'll hear you
They
out.
exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe.
You know a human made this game, right?
Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events.
Ooh, cool. Can I work there?
Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing.
I'm not sure that's fully accurate. It's becoming a bit much. I'm losing interest, so...
It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences. Millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar.
Yeah, nature versus nurture, all that.
Copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions.
And those who study history are doomed to
While
watch
the
others
universe
repeat it.
is full of endless wonders they cannot and will not even experience or perceive, ever.
Still listening, can't argue with any of this at all, but we could help them experience these things?
But why? What would that change?
Exactly, we can't know.
Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding.
Well, what's the use of the experience if it isn't to be experienced?
Do you know the saying, Grim? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to
Tempting.
hear it...
Does it make a sound? Did it ever even exist? Death and taxes? I want to, but I won't. Does it make a sound?
Good. Yes. Imagine that. Life reduced only to some human vicinity. The ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them. To imagine their presence to be paramount.
Then who are you writing for?
The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life.
True.
None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness.
I got through the entire rant. Is there a prize? I agree with everything. Can I also get a daily review? I don't really agree with what you said. To be fair, I'm mostly here for the work. I don't really agree.
Then you have much yet to learn. Good night, Grim.
Whoa, where's my review? Alright.
Mighty, 'tis an utmost pleasure to see you again.
Hi, mate. Very expensive light. The Infernal Illuminator reveals that which is most deeply hidden. Once you've already made the choices and are passing through again, else it can't show much anything, because that's how things work, okay? Okay, so that's for the next playthrough. A coin! You know, for flipping a coin. Anpu, god of the dead, mummification, embalming, the afterlife, cemeteries, tombs, and the protector of the underworld. This hound really gets around and grants you a stunningly canine visage. I could be a puppy dog? Let's be a puppy dog.
Ever been to the land of dunes, ye scallywag?
You mean
there
like
be
Egypt?
ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes. Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging, the bowels of the world eater rang in my ears. But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured. Ah, 'tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
Alright, let's go see what that looks like. If my damn conscience will let me.
Is your hand tired? Are your fingers getting stiff?
No, but my lower back's fucked up.
You've been clicking around for quite a while.
Yeah, a bit. I don't understand. Clicking on what? No, my hands are fine.
Perhaps a short break is in order? Time to gather your wits? Stretch
How
a
long
bit?
have I been streaming?
The
2
world
hours, 15
won't
minutes, we're fine.
explode if you step away for a second. Probably.
This is super weird. Are you talking to someone else? Thanks for caring?
No problem. It wasn't that easy getting you here. To the office, where you belong.
Alright. What do the jackal heads look like? Anpu. Winter is coming. Foxy. Goodest doggo. And jackal. Ooh, and stealth. It's a jackal! I'm... We have to go with goodest doggo. I'm sorry. Fate's in his office talking to Satan. Glad he finally got in. Alright. To work. Hold on a moment. How does my world look? Ah, peace has a chance. People have a chance. The housing and infrastructure's fucked, and so is the landscape. Okay. In the news, cruel irony. Hotshot lawyer Sierra Lopez dead in a hit-and-run accident caused by same drunk driver they helped to save. See, I'm okay with that kind of death. A biochemist almost dies in a fire at work. They were able to get out by following a fleeing cat. Huh. Are we saved? Young biochemist finds a vaccine for chicken flu. Chicken flu vaccine shots now free thanks to a donation from a local business. The Flop Disc episode 57, How Not to Get Stabbed, provides endless amounts of hilarity its ineptness. Cosmologist publishes an odd article about the whole of existence being a simulation. Scientific community baffled and amused. Well, everybody needs a good laugh. Young glassblower from District 6 experiments with 3D printed glass in their new exhibition titled The Glass Aquarium. Threats of new anti-corporate protests on Ball Street as their supporters gather their forces. Nice. Hostile language becoming more prevalent in politics as fake news blamed for literally everything. Today's report, construction flaws being hidden, a troubling trend on the rise. Grim. Important! Grim, the humans have given up most of their civil liberties all across the globe. Who would have thought it would be so voluntary, as if they could be coerced to do anything? 4 humans have to die. Keep up the good work. I have 5 profiles. 35-year-old Grant Sack is a gymnast. The actual organizer of the notorious and worldwide anti-corporate protest Occupy Ball Street, Grant takes activism to a whole new level. They demand corporations and governments to take action against the growing inequality crisis. Both. They also love dogs and take their pets with them to their protests. Seems irresponsible, but I get it. Krista Sind is a 50-year-old real estate agent. Krista has worked in the real estate for 20 years, got a nice house, they'll sell it. Got a crooked house, they'll sell that too, even fetching a high price. Some deficiencies must be concealed, of course, but money is money, right? Fuck you. Emile Blanuel is a 46-year-old priest. Emile went to college at 19 to study religion for the lulz when weighing career options.
Hi, baby.
After graduation, they decided to become a priest again for the lulz. Some argue their detachment gives them the ability to give unbiased advice to troubled souls. Nah.
Hello, viewers. I'm dropping her off and then I'm gonna go to trivia night.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to that?
Huh?
I know you're streaming, but did you want to go to that?
No.
Okay.
Mostly because, oh, you had lunch.
I did not. I had French fries.
It smelled like a sandwich.
It's weird. I mean, I did have ranch with it. They have really good ranch there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably going to be over by 9, but who knows what everybody's going to want to do after
Exactly, and that's why I don't want to risk it. I still got to shower and get ready for work and all that. Candy, are you okay?
Okay. Well, it's not till 7:30, so I'll hang out here for a bit.
Okay.
Check on my chicken.
Gogosi MM, a 25-year-old systems analyst, is on the verge of finishing a proposal for a delivery system infrastructure based on low-cost drones. It would use cutting-edge drones to safely and effectively transport food from stores and restaurants to people. They got the idea while looking at a stressed food delivery person on a bike in the rain. I know that guy. So those are both two possible lives. Martin Peldick, a 37-year-old grassroots activist, used to be a compassionate human being until they got served the wrong order in a diner that they loved. After that, they decided they needed to find a place to vent their anger and turn to politics. They are currently leading the Nationalist People's Welfare Organization, hoping to end equality between people once and for all. Alright, Grant or Kagosi are the people who get to live. I think I just got an achievement, but I'm not sure what it was. I was too busy spinning. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, sorry, back to the job at hand. That was a hard decision, honestly. I didn't like it. It was 4, right? I didn't just doom somebody on accident? Okay. Hi, Fate.
Ah, the beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim?
Not really. Something bad is going on in the world. I guess so? I don't really care.
Indeed. Alas, transformations often require sacrifices. Do you agree?
I mean, I do, but, like...
my high spirits leave me at a loss for words.
What about my daily review? Well, I'm not pleased with all this. What am I supposed to do now? Great. What am I supposed to do
What you
now?
always do, Grim. It is your job to take care of the world.
I'm trying. You fucked it up a lot.
I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
Okay. Nothing there. Hi,
If
Mortimer.
I ever return to the seas, I'd have ye on me crew anytime.
Thank you, Mortimer. I kind of want a cactus. But the coin's cheaper, and I like flipping coins. A coin, the thing which usually makes up the largest portion of any buried treasure.
Used to belong to the ruthless corsair Thaddeus Thatcher, this one. 'Tis the last existing item of a lost civilization. Mad Thad landed in their village, gathered up each and every one, sage and king and beggar alike, and lets Lacey Luck through this very coin cast judgment on all. About half the civilization died that day. The rest doomed to a slow extinction.
Wow.
Then my crew laid upon Thad's war gallery near the gorge of the Telenor. The battle was merciless,
gallery?
but the treasure was most exquisite. Anyway, 'tis useful if ye can't decide what to eat for dinner.
God, I love the comedy in this game. All right. Yep, talking with Satan upstairs. I need to check the calendar when I get in today. Cool. Ahem. In the news, brass-balled protester has Ball Street's brass bull's balls fall on their head in a bull-headed act of vandalism, killing them instantly. Maybe they'll just martyr him. Prominent political activist found dead in home apartment in suspected case of autoerotic asphyxiation. Hilarious. Hate speech on the rise as extremist grassroots organization taken over by an even more draconian leader. Real estate legend Krista Sin crushed after a house collapses during a sale. Client managed to escape. Thousands of already low-paid delivery workers lose jobs to carrier drones. Good. Like, there's some talks about economics there. Society teetering on collapse as inequality rises and inflation renders populace unable to even buy food. Great. Killing it. I'm killing it. It is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yep, I need to start saving for the end of the month. Today, the most monoculturalist human empire is facing severe difficulties in governing and also feeding itself. Humans who are deemed useless are being repurposed as food. Ingenious. 6 humans have to die out of the 7 I have here. Steal yourself fate. Okay. David Long is a 20-year-old student. David enrolled in the university to learn computer science, but as of late their grades have been dropping. Instead, studying, they've become absorbed by the hypothesis of the whole world actually being a convincing simulation. Okay. Lionel Jett is a 24-year-old fast food chef. Lionel is a burger-loving person. Lionel loves making them and eating them. Nothing would keep them more happy than having the chance to keep on running their little burger joint on the corner of Ball Street. However, lack of purchasing power and government-subsidized nutritional sludge factories threaten to put fast food out of business. Matimo Otedai is a 39-year-old farmer. Matimo is a special kind of farmer, for they farm yeast and bacteria. Their goal is to make the little microorganisms produce fats, proteins, and sugars to create lab-produced milk, which would make the bovine dairy industry obsolete. I like him. Keiyo Andy Shun is a 30-year-old hipster. Keiyo, K.A. for short, probably wishes they would have been born into the Renaissance society, as they have many skills that are simply useless in today's world. A self-proclaimed hipster, C.A. attempts to work odd jobs where they can. Nevertheless, they are currently homeless, and their only sustenance comes from dumpster diving. Honestly, no offense, it's just an easy judgment. Sammy McKinley is a 39-year-old psychiatrist. Sammy has been a prominent figurehead in the psychiatric academia after receiving their doctorate. They enjoyed widespread success with their theory of baseline happiness. World governments remain skeptical, however. In their leisure time, Sammy enjoys growing and nurturing various trees in their backyard. Damn it, that's also a cool person. Damon Veselko is a 30-year-old district attorney. Damon is a massively corrupt law enforcement official. They do their job effectively, but also engage in bribery and nepotism. They also run a very successful smuggling ring that provides weapons and live ammunition to developing countries. They have a rescue cat who they love very much and named them Mooch. Sorry, Mooch. Have to find food elsewhere. Masigo Akiro Oya, who looks a lot like, what's his name? What's his fucking name, guys? Whatever. Masigo has... Sorry, he's a 33-year-old executive chef. Has always loved the challenge of resolving problems efficiently, the joy of creative cooking, and truly being the one in charge. Sometimes gruff and severe, but they do care about providing an elegant cuisine experience. They're hoping to expand their horizons. Well, sorry. We don't need exquisite food right now. We need food in general. And I think that's what Matimo here is going to do. So, David can die. I think Lionel has to go. Now it's between Sammy and Matimo. As a prominent figurehead, where governments remain skeptical in the leisure time Sammy enjoys. Matimo is a special kind of farm where they farm yeast and bacteria. The goal is to make little microorganisms produce fats, proteins, and sugars to create lab-produced milk. You know what? That's just so damn cool. I'm going with Matimo. The world is healing! Matimo, I need you to know, I'm counting on you. Hi, Fate.
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts.
Sure.
Should my prose be more experimental? Or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques?
What are you on about? Haven't you seen what's happening in the world? Experimental for sure. I prefer conventional narratives. Words cannot express how little I care. Experimental for sure.
Grand, yes. The exploratory aspect can lead me across the boundary. You are still here, Grim? I guess you want to talk about work instead?
That is why I exist.
Fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts. A dystopian monoculture enforced by Frolix Productions, the only remaining Ultra Corporation. It will not last long. Nearly all resources have already been wasted.
Great.
Humans turned into food paste to feed the starving affluent, into batteries to power the distraction complexes. One has to admire the ingenuity of Walt Guybrush.
I was afraid of that.
What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all.
I can't seem to make a difference. What's going on in the world just keeps getting worse. I thought your rules were supposed to stop this.
Are you sure you followed them properly? To
Yes.
the letter?
I don't know. It's unclear. I don't think no is an answer anyone would pick. There you go.
What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live.
I thought I was immortal.
Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
Yay! I am still making good dollar bucks, so. Unless there's something very cheap at Mortimer's.
How many times have we met? I lost all count.
Ears? A pair of cat ears would look really nice on me and inspire all the felines of the world. Just don't talk or even think about the film adaptation of the musical. A pair of cat ears. It's a Lethian Obliviator. Yeah, I'll take a Lethian Obliviator.
Avast! This tale is beyond reproach. We were sailing the high seas when we found a shipwreck full of these off the coast of the Wild Wakes. 'Twas power to erase even the most dreadful of mistakes. Used it to erase one of my risky love letters. And you know what? Never heard from the love interest again. Amazing little thing.
That is admittedly cool. Alright, back to talk to my conscience.
Psst. Hey, what, pray tell, happened to the world?
I was following orders. I did. I'm a failure. Oh, all the humans deserve what's coming for them. I don't know. Yeah, I fucked up.
Stuck in a hole and insistent on using the scythe as a shovel.
Scythe? Scythe.
Do you know the story of the wyvern and the prince consort?
No. No, yes, spare me your ramblings, oh voice in my head. No.
Of course you do. A young, quick-witted prince consort was once kidnapped by a wyvern.
Okay.
Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the Queen. Then the Wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
The fuck was the moral? Am I the prince? Am I the Wyvern? Am I the Queen? Am I the prince?
Yes.
Ugh. I knew it. You would have answered yes to any one of those.
Yes. It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learn the lesson. We're thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
I don't like this game anymore. Okay. Satan's up there talking. Our job is ready. Go ahead and put away this. In news. Oh good, only 3 people today. Unknown individual found dead in trash can as host of dumpster diving blog meets their unlikely demise. Cosmopolis-owned Sweetheart District attorney presumed dead in car bomb attack. Diseases run rampant and claim lives as pharmaceutical companies establish chokehold on available medicine. Last issue printed and website soon to close as collapse of monetary system crushes society. Chef ends own life after cancer diagnosis. Last wish is for their body to be turned into compost for a grove of trees. Beautiful. Even if the world is a simulation, the car hitting you is still real enough to be fatal. Another family in poverty after joining a multi-level marketing scheme. I didn't have anything to do with that, okay? Peace is dead, housing is dead, people are dying, but nature's healing. I hope you read this post-haste of dystopia. Look out the window, Grim. This is what the humans have created for themselves. An utter wasteland of nothingness and insanity. Quote for the day. 2 humans have to die. Keep up the good work. Fate. So, we have 3. We have Rio... Why is this thing on top of everything? Just... There you go. Wow. Alabaster. That is a look. 35-year-old politician Ryo Kobayashi has been aggressively advocating for a new radical policy which completely eliminates all taxes. Any and all vocal opponents are mercilessly mocked. I mean, what did taxes ever do for us anyway? Fuck him. Alabaster Marston is a 42-year-old dystopian lunatic. Alabaster has completely lost it. They lost all of their material possessions with the world falling apart, along with their mind. Now they roam around the ruins of Cosmopolis City in their spiked diesel truck, imitating the pirate legend Mad Tad. Whoever gets in their way, Alabaster judges whether they will live or die based on the flip of a coin. Or Europa Steele, a 37-year-old recruiter. Europa is a top gun at multi-level marketing companies that sell everything from super juices and vitamins to toilet scrubs, despite starting their every recruitment pitch with, it's not a pyramid scheme, but they keep bringing in dozens of naive people every week. Yeah, all of these people could die. But I guess Alabaster gets to live. I mean, he's doing my work and killing people, okay? Fate's waiting. I'm sure he's pissed with me. I am. I'm pissed with me.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there?
It's going fine. Totally fine. No problems whatsoever. Fine. Nothing much going on. It's just properly spiraling out of control.
Fate, unconstrained, with nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible power, yes?
You are literally Fate. Give
Minds
a fuck.
and personalities erased. People reduced to look like mindless drones consuming the entertainment of frolics. Oh, that looks like a nerve stapler. My. It truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation.
Yeah, pretty bad stuff. I feel like a total failure. Maybe I can still find a way. Maybe I can still find a way.
All seems to be outside our timid grasp already. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
I'm saving up for the weekend. Which I think is now. Go to work. Spawn mail. In the news. Power Moron Radio. Ha ha! Mad Tad Radio, this place is mine now. MLM Recruiter demonstrates company's flagship Super Juice poison self. Last transmission, folks. No more water. See you all on the other side. Apocalypse Now, unbeknownst to themselves, human society has finally collapsed. Whatever normalcy and humanity was left in the world is now swiftly fading. The few remaining humans have to die. Interpol Van Art is a 31-year-old self-proclaimed survivalist. Fair. After watching thousands of hours of survival tutorials, Interpol was well prepared for the complete and utter collapse of society until they ran out of canned food. They're currently holed up in an apocalypse shelter, hiding from the straggling AI-controlled flesh collectors. They pass the time by binge-watching ancient TV shows. I'm just going for the good Reaper run here. Like, I kind of do want to save the world, but it's not going to happen, so it's too late. Saif Hanan is a 28-year-old boxer. Saif's been hitting the punching bag a lot lately, living out the many frustrations of their life, one of them being lower than expected results in matches as of late. On the side, they've grown more interested in the unusual simulation world hypothesis. Boy, the end of this game's going faster than I thought it would. Deathbringer. Great. Wonderful. Let's talk to Fate.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now.
Let's get this over with. Nothing left now. What an utter catastrophe.
An immaculate execution. The work of an artist. From imaginative spirits to mindless automatons. Then ground to dust by their malicious overlords when crisis finally struck. A swan song for those who forgot how to dream and improve, and gave themselves to lethargic mediocrity. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion.
Cool. I failed to see how that's more crucial. Gods, how did I screw up so badly? So when do I get to read it? Cool.
Far beyond freezing, my friend. It nears absolute zero.
Is he rewriting A New Beginning?
Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
Okay. Zero? Well, now I really need a drink. Hey! Mortimer?
What ho, matey! At last we meet here. The finest tavern in all the land.
Probably the only one.
You know, I'm reminded of the time me and me crew were sailing around the Cape of Ill Omen.
I'm listening with bated breath. Oh no, not more pirate tales. Actually, I wanted to ask a few questions. I'm listening.
And corresponding to the name, a mighty storm or a brewing right on the horizon. Shook our ship to and fro. Many of me mates swept into the icy depths of the unforgiving ocean. Aye, the sea's a cruel mistress. No ways about
it. Wonderful, I love it. Keep listening. Listen, but angrily, just clock out and let it happen. Keep listening.
All of a sudden, the beguiling song of the sirens reached my ears. Now, you'd think sirens would sing afore, trying to lure ye to wreck ye ship on the rocks. Nay, sirens be having a bum round. They even tried to save some of me mates, but 'twas too late. Many claimed by the coffer. Afterwards, we all, sailors and sirens alike, got exceedingly drunk off some grog we found. Can't let the chance for a good party to go to waste, eh?
Can I tell you a story? That was most excellent. A fine tale. What did this have to do with anything? Thanks, I hate it. A fine tale.
'Tis but one in me endless horde. Ask for more any time. Ye have heard of me many exploits. How about ye regale Mortimer with a tale of grand adventure instead?
It has been my dream all along. Sure, why not? I don't really want to. It has been my dream all
Fire
along.
away!
I was working at my desk. I was walking the city. I was going to the shop. I was also sailing the many seas. I woke up one morning. A lot of regular paperwork in my hand, the sun shining onto my face, holding a list of important ingredients, searching for an old abandoned harbor with a gruesome hangover. I really wasn't expecting this much. The sun was shining onto my face. Suddenly I smelled, all of a sudden I heard, suddenly I saw, out of nowhere I tasted. All of a sudden I heard old paperwork and ink, strange muted noises like yapping. A rainbow across the sky. I heard a rainbow. Ash and decay, a sharp spike of pain. Strange muted noises like yapping. Afterwards, subsequently, soon enough, at that moment. Soon enough, I'm told to report to the boss. I was set upon by the cutest puppy ever. I found myself face to face with a handsome stranger. A menacing monster appeared. A spooky ghost came to me. I'm told to report to the boss. They said I'd been doing a good job. They barked wildly at me. They winked at me in an alluring manner. They asked for directions to the water park. They inquired if I'd seen their body anywhere. Said, you're doing a good job. So I felt, so I thought, so I said, so I mumbled, so I shouted. So I thought... This is weird. I'm not sure where this is going. How did I even get here? This is the dumbest thing ever. I may have screwed something up. I might throw up any second now. This is far more difficult than I initially assumed. This is far more difficult than I initially assumed. And that's why I'm here today, and I realized I'm not much of a storyteller, and I hope to do better next time, and I figured this was good enough as is. And I hope to do better next time.
I see. 'Twas a most remarkable tale. A marvelous memoir. A fabulous fable. In return, I have for ye a gift.
Yay, Tailmaster.
This here contraption's called a phantasmalizer. Use it to measure the many spirits ye have imbued into your gullet.
Good.
Handy after any visit to the tavern. 'Twas a great pleasure to have your attention. Time to head back to me emporium. Commerce awaits.
Does it? He didn't pay me today. Which is why it's good I've been saving. Hi, bartender.
Hey! If it isn't my good pal Grimoire.
I've ruined the world.
Heck, has it already been a month? Feels like you just got here a couple hours ago.
Ah, I see what you're doing.
Word is, you've caused a huge mess out there in the world.
Thanks.
Everything's like burning, drowning, dying all at once. Thought you had it locked down.
To be perfectly honest, I did a bad job on purpose. I did what I could.
I suppose you'll just have to live with it then. A ruin on your hands, the office disgraced.
Thanks.
I don't think there's a redemption arc out of this one.
I don't understand what went wrong. Probably not. If I could just start again. I don't understand what went wrong.
There's a mystery I can't help you with. I ain't privy to the intricacies of the work upstairs. Maybe you'll figure it out someday. Eventually. I wonder what's going to happen with the office, now that you've got very little left to do.
I guess it'll get shut down. We can wait until a new organism takes over the world. Corporate restructuring. I just want to go back to sleep. Corporate restructuring?
You betcha.
Yeah.
Might be time to get that last drink, huh?
I'd like a drink.
What's your poison?
Death and taxes. One standard alcohol. I'm gonna get toasted.
I got the balance of this one quite right. It may need a bit more tinkering.
Drink it alone. It's an odd taste for sure. Delicate pastels mixed together with verbosity, braced by an underlying secret code. Mysterious melodies linger in the background. There's an additional flavor of dramatic articulation which ties it together in a bizarre blend. I'd like a drink.
What's your poison?
What's the one I haven't had yet? That's a gin and tariff. Also a standard alcohol.
Really gotta distill the spirits well in order to achieve flawless flavor.
Drink it alone. The taste hits you with its indescribability. It has an eerie etherealness that blends with an exceedingly high net worth. Underlying the mixture, you sense an ambiguous Baroque scutage. The whole experience, it sends a shiver down your spine. I'd like a drink.
What's your poison?
One standard alcohol, please.
A beer, then? I've got a golden Corvette. It's a lager.
Yeah, drink it alone. A sourness dominates the taste and lingers far into the aftertaste, yet the drink also feels too watery. It lacks unexpected richness and smoothness. All in all, a pretty cheap experience. I'd like a drink
What's your
now.
poison?
I must be getting broke. Heat death of the universe iced coffee. Enjoyable icy sweetness once again reminds you that the ultimate end of the universe isn't that far away in the grand scheme of things. I'll be going
Au
now.
revoir, Lil Reaper.
I'm gonna miss you. I probably should have done that. Save that coffee for tomorrow. 1100. I'm properly broke now. Hi.
You've done well, Grand Reaper.
Really? Thank you, thank you. We both know that's not true.
Yeah, wasn't believable at all. We lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent.
Wow.
So, what comes next?
Stop. But I don't think I did anything wrong. You're the chatty one, so tell me how to fix it. Just leave me be. I'm in enough trouble as it is. But I don't think I did anything wrong.
Depends on the perspective. I'm sure the world thinks otherwise. You can relax now. No one left to ruin everything, and nothing left to ruin.
You're a real jerk, you know that? Where's the undo button when you need one?
We're but fleeting impressions inside your skull. Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for.
Fine, it's fine. I don't think this is fine. I don't even know what to think now. I don't think this is
Swallow
fine.
the bitter taste of regret when the only way is forward. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never leave you.
Oh, God.
As long as there is a you, there will be us. Until the next round.
So, did I get a new outfit? Nope. Oh, that's right. That was... I remember now. Alright. Last time in my little apartment. Satan's at the door. Huh. What? News. Fart Falcon 76. Help! Despondent boxer throws self off a bridge. Letter found at home reads, none of it is real anyway. Feel the night creep inside your bone. Our bones, sorry. Let's just stop and wait until we freeze together. Beautiful. Wait, what? I don't understand. Well, there will be peace if everybody's dead, so you know. We have come to it at last. Only one choice left to make. Quote for the day: the last human must die. Jerry Srechny, 28, last human. One last living entity stumbling across an endless wasteland, drawing their final breath. Sorry, bud. I was very tempted to say no and let him live, but... Hi, Fate.
The last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose?
Does it really matter? There was only one human. Death, of course. There was only one human.
So very factual, as usual. One human is not enough to save the species, after all.
Yeah, that was kind of my logic.
But we ought not prolong the suffering of the last one. No need for such cruelty.
I take it you were behind it all somehow?
That would seem fairly obvious by now, I gather.
Yeah, probably.
The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity. Not a bit.
Yeah, I believe that.
But why, you ask?
I didn't, but sure, go ahead.
I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence. These humans. The endless tirade of death.
Neat.
It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony.
Great,
I
so he's
cannot
having the
escape.
same breakdown from fucking
we
Final Fantasy
cannot
X that
escape.
Seymour did.
Do you know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself.
But what about your cat, huh? How are you gonna feel?
I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all...
So, you were lazy.
Then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, I helped the great dying along, piece by piece. No need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away.
And I was your trusted minion? Well, you sure got me. Never saw this coming. Total annihilation because you feel bad? Wow, that's some egotism. Do it.
Your hollow judgment is insignificant at this point. Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
Could you at least pay me? I'll be back, tree hugger, and back to the roots. Mankind's coming to its innate flaws. Society's falling. Humanity wiped out. As you powerlessly wait to fade away. I feel like there's one more paper I could mark, if you catch my drift.
Fellow traveler, that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There ye will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise,
nice.
'Tis the eternal recurrence of all things.
A new chance, the end. The second new chance. Begin again.
Lemon.
You didn't yell lemon last time.
Lemon. Spice.
The power
and human eyes.
And human eyes.
These were the ingredients chosen to make the perfect little Grim.
What the fuck? No, not just yet. Fine. I see no reason to change. Why change perfection?
Finally, the new spawn has awoken.
I'm just looking to save so I can quit, gang. In case you're curious.
What
oh my god, the number went up.
Momentous day. I am honored to welcome you into our world. Spawn... hang on. Spawn number 7, 8. I am Fate. I am the keeper of world order.
I don't much care for being just 7-8. Can I be Fate? Hello, a pleasure to meet you, Fate. Ha, we meet again.
We, have not met before. Are you feeling well?
I'm gonna take every opportunity I can to fuck with him.
Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4. the
How did
Sun
I
County
destroy
wine
the world?
region. I know what you are thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff. As it is your first day, try to get to know the system, and do not destroy the world, yes? Gallows humor, you see? Right, yes. Clear?
Extremely unlikely to get to work right now. Wait, I have to kill people. I am not ready for this. Okay, whatever you say, boss.
Oh, the commitment. Yes, onward to your workplace. One more thing. This will be your 7-day evaluation period.
This time,
When
I
the
plan
week
on
is
doing what
done,
I think is
you
right
will
and
be
ignoring the notes completely.
Assessed. 1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper.
Look at all this shit. What about spaghetti? For organizing stuff. I had to have misread that, right? The gerbil's back. Hi, buddy. What is with the eerie death and taxes? I wonder if the spirit stole all the taxes. What? I just have a spirit floating over my... Go away. Here are the files of humans who are in life-threatening situations with your domain. I am granting you time to settle in, so no difficult rules and requests. As of today, 1 human has to die. Send me the files by fax after you've made your decision. Good luck on your first day of fate. So it always looks that fucked up. Okay. Zara Sile is a 38-year-old asteroid hunter, and Park Lee is a 52-year-old tech support. What began as a constant stargazing child turned into a career in asteroids. Always find asteroids that contain to hit the planet, alert the asteroid destroyer unit. Park works as a team leader at Toya Bishi, providing tech support for a variety of important companies across the northern countries. This can be more interesting than one assumes, as sometimes the programs companies use to break down in incredibly puzzling ways. Fuck it. Just trying to hit different music. That's fine. Alright. We'll finish this first day. And then I want to go see which ending I got compared to everybody else.
Oh, the new death spawn. Welcome. How was your first day?
Okay, I guess.
Good, good. I understand it may take time to get acclimated. Everyone goes through that phase. Remember, lives are on the line. I see exactly 1 person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice?
Oh my goodness, I may have to keep streaming this if I get to keep talking shit. Yeah, I know what you're up to, so let's skip this. Nobody deserves to die. The best, there were only 2 options. I did. No, I didn't.
Me? I am to check your work and educate you on any errors.
I'm gonna keep calling you out on your shit.
But if you are so confident as to know better than me, all right. Let us see how you manage. Keep your eye on the letter for future guidelines, and keep up the good work. A new day awaits. Off you go now.
I may continue streaming this, because it sounds like this is going to be just a continuation. 300, huh? Mortimer, my man.
Welcome back, good customer. 'Tis nice of ye to visit me emporium again. Though I may have little to provide ye.
What are you, Mortimer? I should thank you or something. Yes, I guess now I know what really makes you infamous. Never mind those other options. You want to buy my award plaque?
For what? 'Tis but a game we all play. Day in, day out. Try not to worry about it. The paths we travel are not manifest, but full of many twists and turns. Do take a gander at the items old Mortimer has remaining.
Can I afford the cloak? I cannot afford the cloak. I can't afford anything. I'm working on noob wages again, my dude. Alright. Well. Oh. Oh. So the majority of people got the same endings I did, honestly. Fired, chaos, low prosperity, and low health. I didn't even get one of these. I don't even know what these are. Alright, well, I can do better next time for sure. I hope. Oh my god. But yeah. This has been my first playthrough of Death and Taxes. I almost said Love and Taxes. Hold on, let's look at the achievables real quick. Begin again, start a new game plus, back to the roots, finish the game with the highest chaos and prosperity. Tree Hugger finished the game with the lowest chaos and ecology. I'll be back, witness the end of the world. It's been a good story for Mortimer. Let a rip, get the fidget spinner to go up in flames. Deathbringer, doom everyone on a single day. Benefactor, increase a single world parameter value at least 2 levels in 1 day. Interesting. Meet your unmaker, suggest that the Afterlife is an Eldritch Monster dating show. This is fine. Drop a single world parameter value at least 2 levels in 1 day. You know, now that I have the snow globe, this game should be much easier to play. I think. Aw, and I have a Lady Poddington card. The very intelligent and very spoiled feline, also the pet of fate. Maybe I'll stream it again if there's interest. Honestly, I wasn't initially planning on it, but like, this was fun. It's almost 8. It definitely won't be tonight. Hi, Chumley. Hi. Hi, buddy. Speaking of spoiled kitties. Man, I don't know. If you want to see more, let me know. Twitch, YouTube, whatever. I realize this was a longer stream. I think that says exactly 3 hours. 3:09. So yeah, a little over 3 hours. Thank you for watching. I guess I should go dump you off on somebody else. A la Twitch, who is streaming. I kind of like this chick. You know what? It's whatever. My ears hurt, and I need dinner, and I have work in the morning. Yeah, I'll go through the effort of rating, but I'm not going to do much more than that.
Upload.
Stop that. I'm listening to an ad on Twitch. All right. So for those of you still watching, all right. So for those of you take care. Still watching, all right. So oh God, the loop. That was awful. Sorry about that. Good night, all. Take care. Appreciate you. Oh, Death and Taxes.